So, 6 months have passed in Mist Hass. For some of you, that means work, but little in the way of some of the trauma that you encountered on that island. Thoughts of that wyvern and seeing it to ruthlessly slaughter some of the other shipwreck members still are featuring quite popularly in the songs that you've been performing.
Yep, lovely.
The town has undergone some significant changes. Rebuilding work has gone at quite a pace, with some of the rebuilding being almost staggering. The marketplace itself is now bulging with market stalls to the point that the stalls now stretch down the side streets and down the main road which leads out of the marketplace down towards the docks. There have been that many new people coming into town, new businesses setting up. The brick and mortar stores all around have swelled, and the town streets seem to be bulging with people. A new Helvetian military force have repaired the garrison building that was outside and set up there. Although they are having very little to do with what happens in town, they have participated in a scheme set up by the council where a settlement has been set up in the north. There is a ruin of a city called Briudor in a pass to the north, which has been visited on a number of occasions. But now, with things the way they are and the peninsula being made mostly safe, the council thought it was wise to set a boundary. So these Helvetian soldiers have gone and set up a settlement just on the edge of the ruined city of Briudor, using some of their buildings, setting up camp and building a small defensive wall, and then a significant number of townsfolk have gone there to try their luck. With that being the case, 2 strong Mist Hass controlled settlements. The road between here and there, Mylock's Way, is regularly running with supply carts taking goods from the town, food supplies, and also bringing back covered wagons from the north into town. The farms are again setting up at quite a pace with the year moving on. Lots of those farms that were overrun by hobgoblins during the attack on the town have been resettled, and the farmers are working towards bringing in a healthy supply of crops again in this coming year. It's the first time since the settlement here that this area, this southern peninsula area, has been considered to be safe. Not completely safe. Nowhere can ever be completely safe. There are still wild creatures wandering around, and the odd straggler from Morthel's occupation is still found, but they're quickly put down with the organisation the city seems to be under. Life seems to be good for the majority of people. Businesses are booming. The land is there and being used. The Tower of Darius, halfway between here and the Northern Pass, seems to be steadily being rebuilt. Things are good. But for everyone, money runs low. Staying indoors costs money. Food costs money. And those wealthy people don't seem to tip as well as you would necessarily like. Still concerns about what might be under the city. In any population of a significant number of people, thieves cling to every shadowed alleyway. The militia, being regularly trained by Geoffrey, with a few other able helpers, have upped their game. People are regularly brought in and put in the gallows for minor crimes. For major crimes, well, hanging seems to be the way. It's not popular, but it is seen by some on the council as necessary. The council itself has taken a change in structure. Bear, who represented minorities, has stepped down to focus on charity work. And following that, Andro, the administrator of the city, who was also on the council, had suffered an embarrassing scandal involving him and some antics with a goat. This has resulted in him also having to step down from the council. That being the case, it was forced through that the council vote again on the closure of the arena. And with 2 people who voted that the arena be closed gone, the vote changed rapidly and the arena reopened. Games commenced. Fights went on. And as people went down, the Angels of Gar, those white creatures, appeared in the arena to take the souls of those who'd been knocked down. A shock at first as silence, an unnatural silence, swept over the audience, but then people started to love it. People went to the arena to see it happen. People were baying for gladiators to be struck down so they could see the holy Angels of Gar come to take their souls away. Not to everybody's taste, but the general populace, sucked in by it, such closeness to the divinity, they couldn't resist. And here we are, after our 6-month period, with you fine folks wandering through town on your way to worthy employment. Have you got any questions before I kick off?
While I've been mingling with the higher-ups and entertaining, have I overheard any news about potential scandals or news about what's going on with the sewers?
Give me an intelligence check.
An intelligence check?
Yeah.
Where's that? Intelligence. That'll be 4.
So, no.
No, I've been too busy talking about it.
There, you know as much as is common knowledge that with the militia getting its act together and the guidance of these Helvetians, a lot of creatures have been rounded up from within the city. You've heard very little of the sewers itself. As a scandal, the one that's on everybody's lips is the incident involving Andro and the goat. You're not exactly sure what the details are, although your imagination has run wild. But he stepped down from the council pretty quickly.
Okay.
Anything else?
I have nothing.
No? All right. So, we start off this morning. A warm day, heading towards summer now. It's early in the morning and there's still cool air, but you feel that there is heat yet to come. A few clouds are scattered in the sky, but for the most part, I'd say it's a clear blue. The colour will deepen as the day goes on. The streets are not busy, but already there are people moving around and setting towards the day. You find yourselves all moving through the city at this point, heading towards the market square. So let's get some of these done before we kick off. Okie do, Starfinder. Flynn. Badger.
The Badger.
Oh, sorry, the Badger. Olga, did you say?
Olga from the Mother Russia. Mother mainland, I mean.
Yes, yes. Look at that. Isn't that going to be a short?
We only need 4.
All you need.
All we need.
All you need.
Didn't we say that about the lizards? When we were missing Archie?
That was a total party kill, but I
touch them plants, man.
it's just not my fault. It's not my fault, man. It just happened.
No. That was
Brutal.
Yeah, it was really bad luck on that animal fan.
It was really bad. An entire party killed by one plant.
No.
So are we all walking through the market?
You're all on your way up to the marketplace, not at the market itself just yet. Have you put out feelers, I presume, to mount another expedition? Is that
Potentially. Yeah, I put out feelers just to see if anybody wanted to check the sewers, because I've been down there before, and there was some sort of monstery thing down there, and invisible spiders.
monsters, invisible spiders? Yeah.
There was some crates that seemed to be down there with like a trapdoor that led to the top of the streets. But it was quite dangerous, and I don't know what you two are designed for combat, or I'm certainly not. I don't know about you.
I wouldn't say combat's my forte.
No. Combat, healing.
Yeah, the badger's a level 1, so
Just well.
he's
Tells you all you need to know.
yeah, a bit of combat, a bit of healing.
Okay.
Not much going on with the badger.
Olga is a trained soldier, but Olga only looks after herself.
And you looked after yourself.
I'll stay at the back.
Classic.
Well, I mean, we can go down the sewers if we want. We can have a little look, or I'm always up for a little bit of a scandal. We can go and have a little investigate potentially about these rumours that have been going on about these two higher ups that have had to swiftly move off their seats to open certain arenas. It's up to you. I mean, you can go and have a little fight in the sewers, or we can go and do a little bit of investigate.
What Bear did to that goat.
Potentially.
There.
But in my line of business, I always seem that I feel if somebody is moved from that position, it feels like maybe somebody doesn't want them there, and potentially all this sort of stuff. We might be able to unravel something. I mean, we can go make some coin. We can go in the sewers.
Gossip does not interest me. Honest work,
well,
honest
good fight.
pay does.
Yeah, and I don't know. I get where you're coming from with people wanting to be out of that position. I don't think I want to know what exactly the interaction with this goat was. I mean, you might,
fine.
but not for me.
That's fine. We can all, if you want to go down the sewers. We went down in the sewers last time. I believe it was from the centre of the market.
I'm quite surprised you even want to go back. It's been 6 months.
Well, we've still got to go down there and have a look what's going on, haven't we?
Guess it's better than nothing.
Might have all changed, yeah?
We
See?
might have rebuilt it. It might be swanky.
As your group's moving along talking about your plans, there's a crack from ahead, as you can see. There's a wagon moving around the streets, horse led. The owner not on the wagon but leading the horse and pulling the wagon forward. The crack comes from one of the wheels, which shatters, causing the wagon to drop to one side and then tilt over. It's a normal sized wagon, but it's a cloth covered back with a squarish rear end to it. As it goes, the horse is also pulled with the harness down to the one side, with a whinny, it slams into the floor. The owner of the cart steps a couple of steps back with a panic. Oh my God! And runs over to the back of his cart. There's a few other people in the street, not many. It's about 4 or 5 people in this early morning point who are looking round with the same curiosity of the noise as yourselves are. The owner runs round to the back of the cart and pulls up the cloth to have a look underneath, tentatively looking under.
And we see all this.
You see it all, yeah.
Never fear, the badger is here.
There's a second loud noise with a metallic screeching sound, and then the cloth jerks to one side, and the driver who's looking underneath lifts up like this and then flies across the marketplace, slamming into a building, falling to the floor. The back of this car, and a large hand emerges from underneath. put yourselves on the map about here.
The Badger does love street theatre.
Then you're with the right company, my friend.
So just to describe myself, I am the tallest dragonborn you will ever see. We're talking pituitary gland disorder tall, like 9 foot. He's a big boy. He's all black, except for he's got a white stripe at the top of his head, which goes all the way down his spine. Hence the Badger. He carries a very big sword with him.
I'll go next because I don't think we've actually made.
Yeah.
Spellbinder is a purple tiefling in red eyes and a surprisingly nice suit as well. Quite well dressed, but I don't think that's going to last very much longer. And beside them is a little short hair grey cat.
Oh.
And yourself?
So Olga is very tall. She's about 6'2". Think about Taylor Swift sort of a thing. For reference. Very muscly, ironed clothing, not very expensive. You can sort of tell she's ex-army, something like that. Used to be soldiers too. Tired eyes, tired look, but well put together in the sense that the clothes are clean, ironed. Scar on her face. You can see that she's been through combat and ready to hand on her weapons, sort of a thing, ready to. Keeps a bit of a distance from everyone else, just sort of scouting out potential dangers.
For Flynn, he's a halfling, so he's the smallest out of all of us. He's very well dressed, like super rich clothing, with a banjo on his back and a big hat with a feather in it. He doesn't look like a fighter at all. He doesn't look like he's picked up any sort of weapon. He's got a really shiny dagger with diamonds in it that he got from some of the last games, and that's about it. There's not a lot to fill in.
Okay, so the four of you look up. There's this big hand, this fleshy hand comes out the back of this car. This huge figure drops out the back like this, picking up a chunk of discarded cards, smashes it through one of the market stalls, which goes scattering to the side, bottles and goods everywhere. Looking around, he sees somebody marking, immediately goes straight towards her. With his free hand grabbing her and picking her up and sticking her whole head into his mouth and biting down her. Blood sprays across the top of the market stall. What do you guys want to do?
You wanted your fight? Now's your chance.
Right, I'm gonna move up a little bit, and I'm gonna cast minor illusion of a cooked lamb.
A cooked lamb. Okay, where are you going to put that?
I'm gonna put it right there.
All right. All right. So you cast that.
Yep.
Take that as the first thing, and then we'll roll initiative.
Take it, I guess.
Dirty 20.
Ooh, nice, Olga. 10.
10.
10. Badger.
16.
Starfinder.
13.
13.
I'll take
My
that.
God, it's so easy to do initiative when there's only 4 people.
Yep.
Oh, I need to find some of the spells.
All right. So Olga, you're up first.
Yeah, so Olga's gonna...
His lamb appears where Flynn has
Yeah.
cast it.
So as a soldier, I'm trying to think tactically. I would like to scout out for the best position where I can throw a javelin from on my next turn, whilst remaining quite far from the guy whilst I suss him out.
Okay, so you're going to stay where you are, and you're just looking for a good place to
Yeah.
shoot from.
Yeah.
So is that everything you want to do now?
If I can do any more, if I can move to that place, that'd be great, or at least do a perception or something like that to find that place. To move into.
What's the range on your javelin?
30. Hang on. 120 now must be thrown, must be 120 feet, must be.
That's your that'd be long range on jumping,
Yeah.
won't it?
So that's with a disadvantage, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Let's make it 30 then, Jamie. There's no point.
So yeah,
dying
you'll want to get within 30 feet of him.
But on a fairly hidey spot.
10, 20. So you want to be kind of in this sort of area.
Would
So you.
here be okay behind those tents?
Okay, so
Between
yeah,
them?
I think you'll double move to get around there. You'll scoot round the back of those tents, come under the one side, and you get close enough. But you'll double move, so that's everything you can do, unless you've got any bonus actions.
No bonus at this point.
All right, that's great. The badger.
How far away from him am I?
The badger is currently.
He's on 4 squares.
Yeah, he's there. 16 squares, so 80 feet away.
80 foot away. Okay, well, I'm going to move forward to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know. I can get there, sure.
You can't really hide behind our geezer. He's much.
Yeah, so there's a load of stuff here. There's a blockage.
You can step over me.
Are you willing?
Yeah, I'm willing because I've actually got a thing where I'm that small that I can move between you.
What is your movement? 30.
30.
So you could get to there. You get to there. You can't get around that far.
I'll go next to him.
Okay, so you can go in there. Ooh.
And how far away am I?
So now you're 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 feet away.
60 feet. I'm going to raise my sword.
Okay.
I'm going to put it to my mouth. And it's a flute, it's not a sword. So I play a little tune and say, "Your mama's so ugly, she made an onion cry," and cast a vicious mockery on
Vicious
this.
mockery on him. Okay. Well, I think we all know how this is going to go. All right. He is going to fail a wisdom saving throw.
3.
Okay.
So that's 3 psychic damage and disadvantage on the next attack roll it makes. Before the end of its next turn.
Okay. That's great. Grabs hold of his head, dropping the discarded lower half of the woman he was eating on, and spits out what's left of her head. A whole huge chunk of flesh is missing from the skull itself now. There's blood and gore just into the corner. He looks around. I'm going to see if he notices your lamb.
Yeah.
Pop, pop. He doesn't.
He doesn't see my lamb. Got it.
But looking over to your group and hearing your insult. Comes jumping across. That's him. That's him. That's all he can do. Starfinder. What you got?
Yeah, I really do need new spells. Wow. I'm not going to be any use in close combat, so I'm gonna. Whoops. Yeah, he's gonna come forward slightly behind those boxes and sort of crouch back.
Okay.
With Lisa's doing the same, just the other side. I don't. There's really not a lot I can do until he's a bit more damaged.
Okay, well that's fine.
Let's try and do something here.
All right.
What was the disadvantage you gave?
He's disadvantaged on attack.
His next attack.
It's over now because he's had his turn.
Alright, yeah, fair enough. Click on. Alright. Just gonna put the cards away, sort of focus on a different spell. And I cast Mind Spike.
Okay.
So it's a wisdom save.
Oh, that's a 19 minus 2, down to 17.
Yeah, that's gonna save, but it's still half of 3d8. I don't remember what it looked like. 1, 6, 7. Oh, well, both ones anyway. So 4 damage.
4 damage.
Psychic.
You've halved it for me, have you?
Yes.
Yes, you have. Okay.
I failed to.
All right. So we're ploughing on. Your mind spike kicks up. All right.
Needs a bit more work, that one. Yeah, that's me.
Flynn.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to move. And I'm going to try minor illusion again, but I'm going to try it on him as though chains come up from the ground and grab his arms.
Okay. All right. Give me a deception check.
Deception check. Seven.
Okay. So these chains erupt from the ground. The illusionary chains erupt from the ground, lashing towards his arms. He looks down and pulls his arms to the side, but his arm goes straight through one of them. Okay, you done?
Yep.
Top of the round, Olga.
Okay, so what Olga's going
Well,
to do?
actually, a couple of civilians. Well, this guy will run for it
He's carrying a sword. Where's he running?
Opportunity attack.
because I don't have regular civilian miniatures. Okay, yeah, staying clear. He's going to run that way. As will this guy. She's dead. He will go. Oh my god.
Oh my god, oh my god. What's worse?
I'm not willing. He can't move through my space. I'm not willing.
Okay, so Olga.
So I'm going to be throwing my axe, my hand axe at him. That's 20 feet range. So how far? Am I 20 feet away or less?
Unfortunately, you're now behind that
Geezer.
that market stall.
Got you. Okay.
Like it's a whole market stall round here. You come round here and you could see there, but he's moved round, so you'll have to reposition to get a good look at him.
Can I just do a little peek and then...
You'll have to move.
Yeah?
Can't see him at all from here.
That's fine. I'm just going to have to move first. Can I do anything else? Is that it?
No, you move and you still got your action, so you can still attack.
Lovely. So I'm going to be throwing a hand axe. He's facing away from me, isn't he, Jamie? So I can aim for his back.
You can, yes.
I can try. Okie dokie. So it's going to be a hand axe.
All right, give me a ranged attack roll, please.
8 plus 5, 13.
13. Damn, you mean your digital dice.
Sorry, I can get another one as well.
13 to hit him is going to hit him.
Fantastic.
So I would like some damage, please.
7.
7 damage. Okay. The axe slams into his back, just cutting into his flesh. Pushes his hand to the side. The axe falls to the floor, but blood is running down his back from his heavily fatted hind. So you moved in your action. Is that it?
Can I move back?
Yeah, you only moved a couple of spaces, so you can move back into cover.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So you step back to where you want to be.
Just tactical,
That's it.
not being too far.
That's it. Okay, that's cool. The badger.
I'm 30 feet away in a straight line from him.
Yes.
I'm gonna breathe on him.
Okay.
So.
Well, you dress.
Jeffrey immediately spit. Now, come on, now, stop breathing on people.
Had a warning already.
Yeah. So you bring your head down, mouth extends, glands filling. What kind of breath weapon you got?
It's acid.
So
yeah, and it's
a line. Is it?
Yeah, it's a 30-foot straight line.
Yeah.
It's a dexterity saving throw.
Okay.
11 to beat.
Oh, that brings him to a 1.
So 2d6 damage. 2.
I've done that before.
That is disappointing, isn't it? Okay, so having performance issues, you spray your acid and it just clips the side of him, but all on the floor. That's you done? Or anything else? You've only taken your action.
Yeah, I'm gonna move. Why not? I'm gonna move behind the cat.
Hiding behind the cat?
Yeah.
Okay. His turn.
Yeah, fair enough.
What did you say about my mother?
He comes ploughing straight towards Starfinder.
Oh shit.
and with his huge chunk of broken cart, tries to bring it down on you. So that is going to be a 14 to hit.
Yes. Yeah. Could you?
Ooh. For 15 points of bludgeoning damage. The section of cart down onto Starfinder. Blood sprays up the wall from where he is, and for a moment there, Flynn, as you look down, he's gone.
I'm like,
But as the ogre pulls his piece of broken cart back up, you can see Starfinder is still standing.
Still standing.
Still standing.
And absolutely pissed. This is a nice suit.
That's him done.
Hellish Rebuke.
You're right.
I'm going to use it.
Oh, Redhead Rebuke. Okay,
Yeah.
reaction.
Yes. A
Go for it.
dexterity save.
Dexterity save. Come on. 6.
Fails. 3d10.
Oh.
for 3 damage.
17 fire damage.
17, that's great. Okay.
Roasted.
So that was your action.
That was my reaction.
Now it's your turn.
Get out of dodge.
Yeah. No, I have to because I'm done otherwise. I'm gonna use my action, disengage, back off. Yeah, retreat like 15, 20 feet. Yeah,
Are there?
that'll go.
Alright.
I just frantically look through the cars like nope.
Alright.
I've got nothing. But
You disengage. You duck down as his hand sweeps over top of you and back up. Searching for your cards. That's you then?
Yeah.
Okay, Flynn.
Okay, I'm going to move round to here. And then as I get to there, I'm going to whip my banjo off my back. And I'm going to cast Charm Person on it.
Alright, okay.
So it's got to do a save of Wisdom 13.
Hold the line, corner.
You're gonna be mine. That's what I'm singing.
I gotta tell you, that's good. That's weird.
You're gonna be my little pet.
Ogres can't be that wise, can they?
I'm hoping not.
I'm gonna give him the 10 from my pawn. I don't think it's gonna have a 3. So I could give it the 1, just fail instantly, but
No, don't bother. Save it.
I want to say both of them or use that 10.
I don't know. What do you want to do?
I can use the 10. I just it's gonna
Okay.
the 10's it's obviously a weird middle point where it could go either way.
It's totally up to you.
I'll save it because I've got. So I'll let him roll it.
Okay, it's gonna be mine. And it doesn't work.
Doesn't work. Got it. Oh,
Yeah, you're gonna need a rest after this.
I'm gonna.
Okay. So at the end of the round, there's a knight comes running down the street. So he comes down, draws a great sword, both hands, as he sees this ogre running rampant. But that's as far as he can get him. He's double moved to get down that far. And it's top around it's Olga.
Alright, so I'm going to step out a little bit. Hope I am within 30 feet. No, that's going to be more than that.
You're not within 30 feet.
No, I'm not. So I'm going to have to do the javelin with the disadvantage.
All right.
Okay, 24 and then 9, so sadly.
I forgot that my.
9 is not enough. You
inspiration.
throw the javelin,
Bonus action.
goes over the top of his head and into a mark. It's still beyond.
And I'm going back into that.
You go back into cover again.
Yeah.
Okay. The badger.
I'm going to look at how is Starfinder looking.
Not good.
Does he look like he might be okay?
Well, I wouldn't say okay is the right word to use.
If I move, do I provoke an opportunity attack?
Yes, unless you disengage.
Unless I disengage.
But disengage, you use your action.
We're gonna go for it. I'm gonna say knock knock to be whatever it is.
Okay. Yeah. From swinging his arm around, you go knock down and you look. Who's there?
Cow says.
What?
Cow says.
Cow says? Ooh.
No, cow says moo. I'm gonna cast Tasha's hideous laughter.
Okay.
It's a fucking battle bard! Why we've got 2 bards? Why?
We're getting the band back together. Alright, wisdom save throw, right?
Yep. He's got a flute, I've got a banjo. We're well going.
Oh god, it's massive dice.
Being saved by the fucking Beatles. Christ.
Okay.
Well, at least you're dying to music.
What's the difficulty I'm going for?
What'd you get?
No. What's the difficulty I'm going for?
13.
Okay. Okay.
Is that?
That's gone off. That's worked.
Okay.
So what's the full effect for Tasha's hideous laughter? What do you get?
Tasha's hideous laughter. He
Doesn't he?
perceives everything as hilariously funny and falls into fits of laughter. He's incapacitated and unable to stand up for the duration, which is 1 minute. At the end of each of its turns,
He gets to remake a save.
or if it takes damage, it can make a saving throw. I'm then going to step back and use a bonus action healing word on Starfinder.
Okay.
So I'm going to step my full
Can't
movement
cast
as
2
well.
leveled spells and
Oh,
so
That is
can I
true.
not? Okay
Yeah.
then, I'm just going to step back and...
I think there's right play anyway, but
Yeah. So in the moment he's like,
I really can't see these squares.
I know it's a bit of iffy on this one, isn't it?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's fair. Yep, that's good. Right. So, Badger done. His go. He just he actually clumps down to the floor, grabbing hold of his belly. End of his round, he's going to have another go at the. Wait a minute. At the end of his round, he's just. That's not funny. But that's his whole round done. So. Starfinder, you're up.
so he's getting back and I was like, oh no.
He's still prone, isn't he?
Did it knock him prone?
Knocks him prone.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
so he's
Yeah.
going to be
Dan.
prone.
Yeah.
We're going to go with all reliable here. Take out the moon card, and it's going to be. Double check the. Is it 20-foot radius? Is it? Average on that's going to be. It might have to be second level. We're going to do that. Yeah, we'll do it. Second level sleep.
Okay.
Centered. There, just so it clips him. That's it.
What's the radius?
It's 20, and we'll look.
So just there, so it doesn't
Yes.
touch anyone else. Yeah, great. Okie dokie.
Using both my
So it's a number of hit points worth.
Another D6. No, there it is. Gone for second level, so it's 78. D8? Never mind, it's one of those. Not playing ninjas. 9. 21. 30. 33 points affected.
33 points. Okay. So your moon card produced. Extend your hand towards him. He's down on the ground, looking round to see the teller of the awful joke. slips into sleep.
Oh my god.
To the owner of this creature, please get him back in his cage. Oh,
Right. Now,
quickly.
we're still strictly speaking initiative here, so Flynn, is there anything you want to do?
Right, I've just seen that, haven't I?
Yeah.
I want to look back at the cart. Is
Yeah.
there any like shackles or things that I can
So
grab?
you look back, you can see the covering is off now. There's a full cage on the back of the cart with the door wide open.
Yeah.
And it was under a cloth. His escape has thrown all that off.
Okay, I'm gonna shout. I'm not gonna shout. I'm gonna. I'm gonna be like cage. And that's all I'm gonna do.
All right. So the knight who's entering the area sees what you're doing. Cage. He looks over and sees the cage and the creature down. I see. And he runs over towards where the cart is. Barreling into it, he grabs the side of the cart and woof, rolls it over onto its wheels again. The one wheel is broken, but he braces it and lifts it up on that side. Help me! As he starts to turn the cart round as an attempt to wheel it to the other side. Olga, what do you want to do?
Am I aware of him doing that? Can I see and hear him?
Oh yeah, it's quite obvious.
Okay. I'll try to get towards him and start helping him as my action. Whatever he's doing with that cart.
Okay. So you
what
can.
Flynn was saying.
It's a
makes
double move
sense.
to get all the way over to him.
You are onto something there, Flynn.
The badger.
How's Starfinder? Is Starfinder going to be alright?
He's just sort of doubled over, like, ugh. Sort of really taking a sort of notice, but he's banged up, yeah.
Okay.
I don't think there's much I can do other than heal Starfinder and use my last spell slot, really. So,
Yeah, that's fine.
healing word on Starfinder. 1d4 plus 3. Which is a lot of hit points. 7.
Nice.
Alright.
I'm pretty sure if Ant just leveled up on the last one, that would have been me down, right? That 15. But
Okay. He remains asleep. Stardust said if he was in there.
I've got nothing. Definitely not strong enough to help out much.
Flynn.
But I'm just going to keep an eye on him and make sure he's not going to wake up.
I will move over to the cart to help out as much as I humanly possibly can. But are they struggling?
It seems the knight has, I say knight, the heavily armoured figure.
Yeah.
He's got it on his one side. Can you make a strength check for me, please? Athletics check.
Athletics.
Mm-hmm.
9.
9. But Olga is definitely struggling on her side. Although it seems that the knight is taking the worst of it. He's on the side with a broken wheel.
But it looks like they can get it.
It looks like they can wheel it over there, yeah.
So, if one more person could help it, would it push it over there quicker?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to cast Unseen Servant
Okay.
right behind it, and I'm going to go move that over there.
Alright. So coming to the end of the round then, your unseen servant, because you're not getting your hands dirty, so Olga and the knight wheel the cart round to just about where the ogre is. And you get it back round with the cage is backing onto him, the door wide open. And the knight is, I've got to get him in there. I don't think I could lift him.
What's that power of friendship, the thing I would say? Just, if you all get him up there, at least be something.
Wheel the cart round. Let's just wake him up, and when he's surprised, we'll just all together push him.
Could we just push him when he's asleep?
You might
Certainly
wake him up.
me up.
Do you not know any lullabies? People with flutes and funny guitars. God's sake.
I'm more of a rock kind of thing.
Who's going to be doing the lifting?
I've got an unseen servant that can do some of it.
Move away!
Well, when somebody goes to lift it, I want to say, "You've got this," and give them some bardic inspiration.
It is a large creature, so it is significantly larger than your body size. It was going to be very difficult to do, but if you're going to have a go.
Can
Why
my
is he?
unseen servant assist?
Yeah, and that guy could be helping.
Yeah, he's going to help us. He'll help as well.
I'll help as well.
All right. So make an athletics check with advantage.
And does she get to add a bardic inspiration to it?
Yes.
And roll a d6 and add it to it.
Okay, so we have the following: 16 or 14. So we know it's 16. And then did you say
A d6.
Plus a d6.
So it's a 16 plus 5.
Okay. I think with a group of you together then, and the cart in position, you start to move the ogre up towards the back of it. With the movement of it, his head snaps to one side and you see one of his eyes open when he's just got his head and shoulders in the cart with his legs still sticking out. He looks up. That's on Olga's go. Olga did the movement there. I'm also going to say the knight was involved in that. You used an unseen service, it wasn't you. But the badger is free, so it's your go.
Okay. And he looks like he's woken up.
He's definitely woken up. His head is just snapped up like that. Half into the cage.
Do we mock him or do we? I can only mock him.
Premonition, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm gonna mock him.
Okay.
If he's awake,
He's definitely awake.
okay, I'm gonna mock him, and I've not got anything witty to say. Do I need something witty to say?
I like it if you say something.
Okay,
You need to.
I'm gonna say your mama's so dumb she failed a survey.
17.
His mother did not fail the survey.
Okay. Is that you done?
That's me done.
Alright. So he snaps up, he's grabbing hold of the cart, he forces himself back to his feet at the back of the cart. Reaching down and grabbing his club, he picks it up and goes to swing. But his right hand, the person he's going to go for is Olga. Is a 17 to hit Olga.
Yeah, 14 would. So yes.
Woo. For 10 points of damage.
Wowies. Do I get any reaction? No. Reaction opportunity attack. Does that count?
No, so that's when someone leaves your range.
Yeah.
Gotcha, yeah.
Anything else?
Well, I'll check. Okay.
So it's one of the whole wooden pieces that the horse would normally be tied on with. Just slams into the side of your body. You hear a crack. Something bad happened inside. That's him. Starfighter.
This could work. I mean, it may work. I'm gonna slish slightly, so he's like directly in front, in between me and the cart. Taking the full card out of the deck, eyes go black. You will get inside that card, sir. Casting Cause Fear. And I'm giving him the one.
Yeah, what's that?
Okay.
I'm not taking chances.
Looking at your blackened eyes, his jaw drops and he turns around, almost tripping back over the cart as he runs directly away from you, straight back in, catching the cage on the inside. No!
I'm going to use my movement to walk towards just behind Olga as well.
Okay. Flynn.
Do I see all that?
Yeah.
So my unseen servant's still there. He's going to move in and he's going to close the door.
Okay. The door slams shut behind the ogre, and with a clunk, it's sealed in again.
And as a bonus action, I'm going to cast healing word on Elga. So that is 1d4 plus 3.
Thank you very much.
That'll be 5.
Thank you.
All right. The thing's inside the cage now, still attempting, despite the bars, to continue to move away from you. Is steadily starting to quieten down. You catch your breath. A lot of damage was done there on your way to the market.
I hate doing that. It's always messing my eyes.
Is everybody okay?
Is that the knight?
Yeah.
Told you never fear, the badger's here.
Well, who's the guy with this? Who's the guy with this?
This guy here on the ground.
Yeah, I'm going to go to him.
Okay, I'm going to go over to him. He's...
I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of water on his face and be like, mate,
Okay.
what are you doing?
What happened?
Your real lack of safety. It happened.
Oh, no, he looks up at seeing his cart and the ogre inside. I shouldn't have. Is everybody okay?
No. You caused the death.
Who?
That poor lady over there.
He looks over and sees the decapitated body, the head nearby. Oh, by the gods.
I was like, plus, we had to sort your problem out. So, a little bit of compensation for us and the dead would be great.
You're absolutely right. I'll have to go and speak to the man who sold me that cheap, awful cart.
Well, what are you doing
He's
with
the one who's responsible,
No,
surely.
What are you doing with an ogre?
Transporting it out of the city.
And where'd it come from?
One of the things that have been kept here. It's found in a cage, and the council having me move it. I've been taking a number of things outside, and once we get them far enough from the city, they're dealt with.
Well, who's storing them?
No, nobody stores them.
Well, you said you found it in a cage.
Yeah, it's a leftover from when the city was occupied.
Yeah, so where are the rest of them? So like, there's somewhere where they're holding all these caged monsters.
I'm the transporter.
Yeah, so where did you come from?
Where did I come from with this?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the council members, I don't know who it was, having it stored in a warehouse towards the south. I just went and picked this one up, loaded it up, and my job was to take it out of the city. There I was going to be met by Kotek, and Kotek would do the deed.
Kotek. Do you know it?
First goats, now ogres. Those council members are up to summer.
Who'd you work for?
Well, I'm more of an independent. I'm sort of starting a man with a cart sort of business.
Who pays you?
In this case, I'm the council.
The council pays you to move this through.
Yeah, it's just as a requisition. Bring your cart, transport.
So when you say the council,
Yeah.
is there one individual that gives you coin?
I spoke to an administrator in the council building. It's 5 gold to move the crate. I didn't even load it up myself.
Right, what else you got on the cart?
Look at the size of that thing. There's no room for anything else. I got my lunch.
Quite frankly, I think you're being a bit too harsh on him.
Be harsh on it?
Good to say.
What you got for lunch?
I've got like a roll, some nice butter in it,
Where'd you get
onion.
Where'd you get the butter?
My wife.
Where'd she get the butter?
I don't know what she does in a day.
Convenience. Convenience.
As you can see, my Dragonborn friend likes butter.
What's going on?
Look,
I've got to. I obviously, if there's been a death, I have to report this to council.
Yeah, but that's not going to buff out, by the way, pointing at her head.
The knight comes over at this point and calm yourself, sir. You are entirely responsible for this situation. However, it was an accident. You need to turn yourself into the authorities for punishment, if there's to be any, which I'm sure will be minor as it was an accident. And I will report this incident to the militia, who will deal with the body. These fine people saw everything that happened, correct?
Yeah.
That's a more.
I ain't no snitch.
Well, we could say, who are you?
Yeah.
I-
Who are you?
Forgive me, my name is Elias Holistick.
How are you spelling that?
Eliasholisteck.
That surname once again.
Holisteck.
Holy stack. Okay.
Holistick.
Are you part of any organisations?
I am not. I
You're
am
just
relatively freshly arrived in town with my retinue. I must say, from everything I've heard in this town, it pleases me to see some people leaping straight into action when tragedy struck. Without you, well, who knows how many of these other people would have been killed by this thing. No thanks to you, sir. Accident or not, you should have checked the quality of your cart. So, even though I can't speak on behalf of the city, I'd like to thank you on behalf of the people of the town who you've saved today.
All in a day's work.
Just spread the rep.
In order to spread your reputation and let it go before you, I need to know your names.
My name's Flynn.
Flynn?
Yeah.
A pleasure to meet you, Flynn.
Nice to meet you.
Just give the credit to Finn. I don't need it.
I'll have it twice.
Noble.
Noble don't put food on the table.
Sure, if you want to call it that.
I choose to call it that. This man here allows you to take the credit in his place.
I'll have twice with it.
And the Badger, I think you said?
The Badger.
Your given name or a name you've adopted?
The name I earned.
You earned the name the Badger.
Yes.
That is a tale I would very much like to hear, but first...
Olga.
Olga.
Olga is the name, and I trust that there will be some compensation for what happened here.
Well, that is not for me to decide. I am a citizen much as yourself at this time. However, this man must face the militia. Well, it was an accident. It's the cart. If anything, it was that cheap cart. Cart or not, you were transporting a dangerous creature, and your lack of care has caused somebody to die. Your cart is useless now, so we cannot move the creature. It's going to have to be left here for the time being. I will take this man into custody and take him to the militia, unless you have objections and you wish to go yourself and relay the story.
I do.
Very good.
What's the man's name?
Although I thought you were not a snitch.
Correct. But how do we know that you're not going to take credit for Flynn and the Badger's hard work? That's our collective group name.
Flagger. we're called. Our band name is Flagger.
No, it's Flynn
Flagger.
and the Badgers.
Flynn.
Flynn and the Badgers.
But there's only one Badger.
No. Flynn and the Badgers. Plural.
Oh, Flynn and the Badgers.
Yeah.
The band,
Yeah.
So I'm obviously the star.
Are you two also? I don't even need to know. The important thing now is that this man faces the music for what he's done.
Was that a pun?
I suppose it is, yes. Let's call it a retrospective pun. I didn't know I was making one.
Don't quit the day job.
I won't. I won't.
That was vicious and hungry.
I would like it if you were to say what you saw to the militia. It's not snitching to simply tell the truth.
What's this man's name?
The one like, sit down.
Yeah.
What is your name, sir? Gonin.
Gonin.
How are you spelling that?
I don't really spell it.
can't write.
And then for the night, I'm like, you're here with your retinue. Where are you staying?
That's right.
Where are you staying?
I'm staying in the Harbour View guest house at the moment until I can find more permanent residents.
So if we need to find you, that's where you'll be.
At the Harbour View, yes.
Yeah. Is there any chance you could get some people to guard this thing?
I could get some of my retinue to do this. Yes, Skinny's quite good at taking care of the admin. I'll contact Skinny.
Okay.
I'll tell you what. Why don't you take... Go in. Why don't you take him to the militia and get him to report? I'll take care of this cart situation. Make sure the creature is secure.
Oh.
How bad's the damage on it? Well,
It's the one whole wheel that's been destroyed.
destroyed, shattered.
Yeah.
Not
If
fixable.
anything, it's a bit of a miracle that Elias could lift it up.
Fair enough. Right. Fine, I guess you're right. It's not going anywhere. What is the ogre doing, actually?
So how long does your fear last?
It's gone by now. 100%.
Yeah. So he's inside, he's shaking on the side of all of the bars, but once he realises that he's locked in again, he's sort of, in resignation, sits himself back down in the back of the car, much like a stroppy child. Doom, banging on one of the bars.
He seems resigned for now.
If he creates any more fuss, then I'll have no choice but to put the beast down. If it's him or townsfolk, I'm afraid I must side with the townsfolk.
No, yes, that's fair.
See, I saw you struggling with that cart. I don't think you can do it alone.
I'm sure you're right. We only defeated that creature because you were here to help me. However, he pats towards his back where he has his great sword. I'm sure with my companion here, we could see this creature put to the earth in no time.
You aggravated.
I'm not aggravating. I just don't think Elias has the minerals to take care of this ogre. Which I'm just off the record. No, I've not just said that to him.
You don't think he's got stones, no?
No. If that ogre breaks out again.
I know this might sound a bit harsh for the town folk. Why do we care?
Because we might be walking off and he might seek revenge.
We got our rep, haven't we? We got our rep.
We got some, but I reckon we could feed Elias to the invisible spiders.
It's a knight. It's got a massive sword.
Yeah, what a tail that would make.
Hey?
What a tail that would make. Feeding to invisible spiders.
Well, we haven't.
Then we
We
can
haven't.
go down and kill the invisible spiders.
Won't make much of a dent, though.
They're invisible. Who knows if we kill them?
We haven't established he can actually use that sword yet. He ran into the zone, saw a
Struggled-
dead body, and
Yeah.
didn't even use it. Probably a plastic toy.
Yeah, you know what? What we'll do, we're going to wait for the big angel to come out the sky to grab old Arfed there, and then we'll see how handy you are with the sword.
No angel has arrived to take that person.
And she's not dead yet.
She's definitely dead.
I'm not a follower of Gar. I don't think you know how that works.
I haven't seen any angels. I haven't seen them yet. I'm too busy.
Look at you.
Well, we have someone who needs to be brought to justice, and as we said, Elias here is capable of killing this beast.
We only have his word for that.
True, but I believe him. So let's take our friend here to the council, to wherever he needs to be, and we'll go from there.
I reckon we take him to the council first. Then to militia.
Elias, you capable? 100%.
This is not even a tenth of a day's work for me.
Fair enough. I'll just take the car driving over. If you need to lean against me, it's fine.
Thank you.
Right, unless any of you three have any more business here, we shall be off.
Badges up!
Alright, so the four of you head off with going in, limping and leaning on Starfinder for support.
As soon as he gets out of earshot, maybe 100 feet away in the council directions, just sort of stop. Right. Where do you call home?
I've got a place in the Western Docks. That's where me and my missus live.
1 sec. You said you were going to be given 5 gold for this, right?
That's right.
Take out 3. Put in his hands. Not quite what you were after, but you were doing something you thought was noble. And quite frankly, I hate the Count as much as any of us. I ain't turning you in. Just go and be with your family.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
But maybe just check the rigidity of the next car you buy.
Yeah. The guy who sold it to me, he said
Match behaviour.
he had a bunch of them. I just took the first cart that I saw. I just thought they'd be okay.
Understand that money was tight. Hell, I was here just after the occupation ended, and some of the things I saw were not the nicest, especially for what I've been accustomed to. But everyone has to rebuild from somewhere. So,
Well, at least the car didn't cost me anything. I swapped it for a cow.
Is that where you got the butter from?
No.
I think we're past the butter, Mr. Manager.
Dog spot, pop, and go.
If you do like butter, I'm sure we can find somewhere and we can get you some butter.
It has a million uses.
I think the least you can do, my friend, is give this poor badger your sandwich.
It's still on the cart.
I knew that bastard would betray us.
Well, if you really want the sandwich, you can go back there.
No, Elias has probably eaten us already.
Yeah, you're probably right.
So he's giving you
Just-
3 gold.
Yeah, just try not to encounter that one.
I'll be keeping my head down for a couple of days. I think the man in the cart business is a no-go for a while.
Are you not telling the militia about this guy?
Oh no.
What happens when the night guy comes back and says, I haven't heard anything about this guy?
Quite frankly, I don't think he's the brightest. I think if we give him our word... I mean, let's be honest, he trusts you.
Just me?
Out of the 3 of us. Well, out of 4, apologies.
I think if we tell the council the night guy set the ogre on everybody.
You don't like the night guy?
No, he stole my sandwich.
It was never your sandwich to begin with, but he is kind of an arsehole.
Me overnight.
The night.
I think no secrets can be kept when people's lives are at stake. And I'm
Yeah.
going to slowly start walking towards finding the first militia just to tell about it.
Hey,
I'm walking slowly.
hey, pack it in.
I'm going to be like,
Now's the best time to go.
Say no more.
have you got a family?
Yes, he's
Yeah, I'll go to a
Do you
wife.
know where he lives?
Western Dogs, yes.
I can't see you.
What?
Get softer
Sounds
on.
like a bloody threat.
Sure, whatever. He limps away down a side street.
Not exactly the reaction I was having to that.
It's
Right.
a nice little place for me to put my head down now.
Oh, your
I
favourite,
feel
isn't
like
it?
you think too much of the people we encounter.
You'll be alright. Right then.
Sounds like we've just found an infinite sandwich glitch as well. He uses.
See? Everybody gains.
Now, let's go find out who's setting ogres on people at the council.
I think you've got a good shout there.
I don't like them, but if you do really need the money, then it's not a bad idea.
We can go to the council, but not mention his name.
No, 100%. No. Also, whose name?
Exactly.
I don't have pen and paper.
So, I mean, we need to kill time, otherwise it's not going to be believable that we actually went anywhere.
Now, how long is it to the council building?
A while since I went.
It'd take you no more than 5 minutes to get to the centre of town where the council is.
As long as we're
lying like that, where you carry me to get a short rest in, but we'll be fine.
As long as we're gone for an hour or so, I feel like you'd believe it, and hopefully that thing is still there. Well, both of the things. So,
Let's go.
on the way.
So you guys head towards the centre of town. You're actually heading towards the hall to go and see the council.
Yeah, we want to see Jefferson.
You make your way through the marketplace and head up the steps to the big stone building that is the halls. Large double doors stand wide open, and you stride in, finding the main administrative centre of town. Columns flank this large white stone room. There is a large mosaic on the floor, but you can barely make out the details of it. There are so many people moving backwards and forwards. The spaces in between the columns on the left and right of the building feature a number of desks which administrators are sitting on, and beyond that there are doors on either side. There are some militia guards flanking the door, but they pay you no heed as you walk past. Where do you want to go?
Straight through them doors, baby.
Well, there are no actual doors, it's just a big archway, so you go straight into the area. Yeah.
Is there anybody behind a desk?
Yeah, there are a number of administrators behind desks.
Does any of them look a little bit new, nervous?
Make a
Say the same
insight
thing last
check.
time.
I think I might have done.
Never lied to there.
Skills. Perception. 13.
The second desk along on the right hand side has someone who doesn't look like they belong in this job. He's a bit too big for it, if you know what I mean. He looks like he not afraid of the odd chin up,
Yeah.
and maybe his mum's got him a office job.
Yeah.
It's not quite fitting in his administrative tunic. So he's there, and his brow is quite furrowed as he looks at this piece of paper in front of him.
Yeah. So I walk up to him. Yeah.
That's right, Mark. So.
I walk up to him and I'll be like, "Hello, my fine fellow."
Are you alright?
Yeah. I don't know if you've heard of us. We're the Flynn and the Badgers.
Was that a bad name or something?
It is. It's exactly that. You look like you're a bit troubled with that bit of paper.
Oh, it's quite a few words on it, yeah.
Well, instead of reading that, I'm after a little bit of info.
Oh, you got me instead of reading that, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, what was it you want?
Do you know anything about transporting monsters through the town?
Oh, not really, mate, but if you want me to, I will.
Well, do you know anybody that there's got to be a bit of talk behind the desks and stuff about who deals with it?
Oh, you're saying it's already going on?
Yeah, I'm saying it's already going on.
Oh, no, that's just a rumour, that is.
Who started the rumour?
Well, Steph did.
Steph did?
Yeah.
Where is he?
Oh, she.
Oh, where's she then?
She's down at the desk all the way at the end there. She's lovely, she is, but, you know, she won't talk to me.
Why won't she talk to you?
Well, she thinks I'm a bit thick.
Why is that?
Well, I am.
You're as smart as you want to be, mate.
I don't belong here. I should be out on the streets doing street stuff.
Like policing.
Yeah, alright then.
Or what else do you want to do?
And just not this.
Maybe the opposite of policing.
Oh, God. Well, I just don't want to be sat at a desk. It's not me. You know how sometimes you got a call in?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, this ain't mine.
What's your calling?
Just not being here.
Not being here.
Yeah.
Let me
But
paint
I mean, I'm not an expert at numbers and stuff, but they've got me putting them all together and trying to work out how much it is, and I don't know a lot about that.
Well, maybe we can help each other out. I'm sure some of us are good at numbers. We'll help you with the numbers. You give us that piece of paper. We'll sort the numbers out for you. You look good.
Yeah.
You'll score some points with Steph.
Right, yeah, sounds good to me, yeah.
You give us
You
all
do
that
the numbers. Whose leg do you want broken? I could go and do that for you.
You want that? Alright then. We've got a nice little deal here. Who wants to help him out with some numbers? And you can have a look what's going on behind the desk.
I can take a look at those.
Yeah?
Sure.
You want to have a look? Grab as much paperwork as you can.
Is this guy badger material or?
he might be a bit of side badger material. Yeah, you any good on drums?
I'm good with a stick, short or long. I don't mind.
Drums just a stick with something to bang.
Oh, this is so nice if you're doing my homework for me.
Yeah, it's all right.
Yeah.
What's on the papers?
Well, what was the bit that he was working on?
So he was trying to add up the expenses for various building projects that are going on in town.
I'm interested.
So there's a whole bunch of stone that's been coming in from the quarry in the north, and that's being used to rebuild the town. Now some of that money is supposed to be diverted to a second party, but by the look of it, they are claiming that less of that stone has come in than has actually come in, and paying the second investing party a smaller amount.
I'm glad we've got a bookkeeper.
So it would seem that our man here, his job is to add up some numbers which don't add up.
No wonder he's frustrated.
Does the second party have any details on them? Any name?
It's put under, in quotations, the people.
Rival band.
I'm going to get a monopoly on this quick.
We had a group that was all bards. All bards and one manager. Only the manager is still alive.
Must have been touring. Must have been touring.
Tenacious Maiden, they were called.
Now you say you're good with breaking people's legs. So
Well,
obviously,
I'll have a go at anything.
you have a go.
Yeah.
Now, do you run with a couple of people who can do that sort of thing, or you independent?
Well, I'm not part of a gang or anything.
You
If
just
that's
do
what
it
you're asking.
independently?
I know there are gangs, but I'm not supposed to get involved with them.
Could you tell us what the gang's names are?
Yeah. So one's called like Crimson Eye.
Crimson Eye?
Yeah.
Do you know where they hang about?
Well, they used to have a place up the northern part of town, but some people came in and they burnt it down. So,
Right. Yeah. Any else?
just as well I didn't get involved in that, because my auntie Sheila would be all over my arse about it.
Right, who's your Auntie Sheila?
It's my auntie Sheila.
Is she like anybody in the council? Did she get you this job?
Oh no, she's just my auntie, but she's vicious.
Why is she vicious?
You guys see her.
Does she do anything important?
She's got a hell of a voice on her. She scares the shit out of me.
Okay. Who got you this job?
My auntie Sheila.
Your Auntie Sheila got you this job?
That's right.
Where can we find Auntie Sheila?
Well, she'll be at home.
Where's your home?
It's down, and he gives you directions to, again, it's the Western Docks, the very northernmost part of the Western Docks, right on the beach it is. It's my auntie Sheila, and my dad lived there, and my mum, sadly, she's passed away.
Okay, so we've got some connections there. Got connections with him. Got some notes.
On the expenses, is there anything that identifies these as owned by a council, as official documents?
Make a investigation check.
It's 17.
It is amongst a bunch of ledgers which are referring to town planning spending. It doesn't refer to it specifically to the council, but it's all under town planning. No one specifically is named.
Is
What do you reckon, Badge?
I reckon you have to be careful. I caught Crimson Eye once. It wasn't very nice.
Is it?
I had to go see the doctor.
He's obviously the comedy act of our duo.
I don't get it.
It's alright, mate.
Alright. How's them numbers looking?
I think we've
Just put anything on. Just put anything on.
no, they're all looking good.
It's
Well,
not going to be useful.
things
to
are
us.
adding up.
Potentially, we'll keep him on the leash.
Just a little bit more, and I'll finish these up for you.
Yeah,
Obviously,
it's
mate.
really hard, isn't it?
Any bits of papers that you don't understand,
Yeah.
you bring it to us.
Oh,
We'll do it for you.
anything in a language you don't understand? I speak at least one.
I barely speak half of the ones that I've got right now. But if I'm honest, and I've given this quite a bit of thought, I think that there's too many words as it is.
Yeah.
I reckon we could get by with half of the words that we use.
Just chop them in half lengthways, or
No, I think we could use less things like and gets in the way, doesn't it? It takes time.
Have you made a good copy of all that?
See, I could have changed gets in the way to gets in way. Think of all the time I could spend doing that. I'm wasted on this.
one more thing.
Yeah.
The numbers. Who gave you the numbers?
Oh, my boss Clem did.
Clem.
Yeah.
Should we go and give Steph a visit?
Yeah.
We're going to go see Steph, mate.
All right then.
So remember, any documents you don't stand,
Yeah.
bring it to us. We'll do it for you. We'll sort it out.
Who is you again? Where do I find you?
Flint and the Badgers. And where are we located?
Western
call us
Docks, that
Western
house that guy
Docks.
told us about.
Yeah, that house that the guy told us about.
have you guessed
I'm now
that?
going to claim that house.
Go to Western Docks and ask for Gonin's house.
Going into house.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, all right.
You send anything to him.
Going into house. All
We
right.
are his lodgers.
Yeah.
Well, all of you.
Yeah, we sleep on the floor and stuff as well.
It's our tour bus.
Each all, each all.
I don't take up much room, as you can see. But big guy.
Yeah. You're big, aren't you? So is you.
Gonin just sleeps outside.
Don't they let you inside?
No space left.
Oh, it's a shame that is. You should get a tent or something like that.
Last time, Jefferson Howell tried to move me on. I was a vagrant.
Yeah. I've had the odd run-in with Jefferson.
What do you think of him?
Jeffrey.
Jeffrey?
What do I think of him? Oh, he's like that kid, isn't he? He's always telling on you. But now that kid's become the teacher, and he's dishing out punishment all over the place.
I don't like punishment.
Right, we're going to go and speak to Steph.
All right,
So you
yeah.
keep us in the know, mate.
Do you want us to pass our message for you? Put in a good word?
No, don't even mention me.
Are you interested in Steph romantically?
What does that mean?
I think we should make a poem to take to Steph.
You want
Looking at my fellow friends.
You want a bit of Steph?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
You want a bit of Steph?
I want her to want it, you know. I want her to look at me and sort of go, oh yeah, he's the one, isn't he?
You get us to speak to the council members and yeah, we can make that happen.
Speak to the council members.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's Clem on the council.
no, Clem's not on the council. He's just my boss.
Who's he report to? Who's his boss?
I don't know. I asked him. Normally I turn up like a bit later than I should usually, and he gives me all this stuff, and I just look at it until it's home time.
Well, we'll do that for you, now.
Well, it's good because Clem has given me at least a number of warnings.
Yeah, well, we're going to help you out now.
All right.
But we'll see you later.
Yeah. All right.
You get your head down. Make you look busy.
Yeah. All right. Thanks, Badgers.
Alright, we'll go see Steph.
Oh.
All right. So you make your way to the far end of the hall, and the desk, a neatly organised desk, is this girl who's you reckon she's mid-20s, human, jet black hair, drawn back in a ponytail, and she's got a quill and she's scribbling on a piece of paper. As you approach, doesn't seem to pay you any attention as you come in.
Good cop, bad cop.
I'm trying to think of a poem.
I'll go make myself a drink and give you some thinking time.
Yeah, you go make yourself a drink.
What was that guy's name we just spoke to?
What was his name?
Paris.
Aris. Right, maybe we should go up there. Maybe we should say there is a.
Steph rhymes with breath.
Iris rhymes with Paris.
Aris,
I
who
know.
is from Paris, wishes to Harris is from Paris. No, Harris is from Vistas.
We'll go for haiku, might be easier. Or
We'll go for a dirty limerick.
Mistas, who houses
Misty
Yeah.
Arse, and then arse. Rhyme it with that.
Yeah, make it funny at the
Yeah,
end,
Misty Arse.
Go on, then.
Rhyme it with arse. I'm just the badger.
You have an arse that is in this arse that guy over there would like to touch. I don't know. Is there anything on Google? We need to whoop her.
There once was a girl called Steph. Aris wanted to smell her breath. Then we've tied them together.
There once was a girl called Steph.
He's from Misty Arse. He wants to see your arse. If you reject him, it'll lead to death. And then we can.
You definitely need to sing that. I'll play the banjo behind you. Ding-a-ling. Ding-ding-ding. Ding-a-ling.
What was the other thing? So you must let him or something.
It's like a fucking car crash right now. it's.
We're getting
Okay,
I don't want to watch, but I can't look away.
There once was a guy from Misty Hass who wants to see Steph's ass. You better let him. Don't let your rejection fret him.
Yes!
Yes!
It at least rhymes.
Go on, Olga.
Yeah, I'm not going to say it, but I'll send it you.
Because you've got the screen there, you can say it. I'll just do the tunes behind you. Ding-a-ding-ding. Ding.
You guys are playing fucking matchmaker. I just want to fuck over the council.
Yeah, but we're getting in there. We're getting in there, see? I've now got
Yes,
you all
using-
the paperwork.
Yes, using a real
Hey?
using a real name.
Yeah.
So you.
It's alright, they can come for me.
Wait, was that?
So
reading?
we've got to set the scene here. So where's Steph? So she's not paying us any attention.
Not paying any attention. She's got a quill.
So I'm gonna go get my banjo out. I'm gonna be like ding a ding ding Steph, ding a ding ding Steph,
She looked around.
ding a ding 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 Steph. And now she's paying us attention.
Yeah.
So now I'm gonna go.
I'm really hoping there's more.
Ding a ding ding Steph.
Once was a guy from Misty Hass.
Ding a ding ding.
Went to Aris.
Ding a ding ding.
Who wants to see
Ding a ding ding.
Steph's ass?
Ding a ding ding ding.
You better
You can
let
see
him.
Harris looking around the corner. Go,
Ding a ding ding ding.
You better let him.
Ding a ding ding.
Don't let your rejection
Ding a ding
fret
ding
him.
ding ding.
I'm gonna end it with a gang sign as well.
And I'll be on the floor like that.
Just
on a banjo.
I don't
Just
think we have to roll.
further up on the paperwork. I don't want to.
That was
Does its own work, doesn't it?
I'm going to need a performance check.
With advantage because there's two of us.
I'm sure, but that doesn't affect what the difficulty level is.
performance check.
So one of your rolls.
I'm just saying if this.
Go on, you roll.
I'm just saying if this is low
You-
enough,
you
this
just sing
may
it.
constitute workplace sexual harassment.
18 plus 3, 21.
Oh, if this has worked.
Whole crowd of people are all around now. Did Harris pay you to come and do that?
Did indeed.
Better yet, he came up with the poem for you.
We just put a bit of panache on it.
And William the Badgers don't come cheap. He's rolling.
I don't understand what that means. I take it means he's got money.
I take it his coin purse, his other coin purses.
You can still see Harris looking from round one of the columns, looking absolutely terrified.
Biggest coin purse I've ever seen.
Yeah, 2 of them. Handful.
Okay. Well, I might write a little note for Harris and send it down to him.
It's a joke so good HR are going to want to hear it.
Now, are you in a good mood today? Just cheered your day up.
It's certainly been a surprise.
Well, now that we've lighted your moods, is there a possibility you could help us with a situation? We just happen to be here because of Has. That's his name. Harris.
Well, look back, I'm going to give Harris the old.
He looked at God, smile on his face. Oh, I can't believe this has worked.
Turn back to go.
This is Harris down there.
No, I've looked back at Steph. I've got a really big coin
He's
purse.
looking at you doing that to her. Okay. Do you a favour?
Oh, just help.
Well, I can never resist a man who plays an instrument, so...
What was it we wanted?
I've got all I need.
I think we don't need anything else tonight. Mission accomplished.
I've got enough to start pulling the thread. You guys just wanted to embarrass this motherfucker. Which, in all fairness, because no one's getting work done because of how confusing this all is, still fucks over the council. I'm mission accomplished. Okay.
Could you tell us anything about the transportation of monsters through the town?
Oh, yes, of course. That was it.
Yes.
I'm glad you remembered.
I didn't think that was in the public domain.
No, well, it's not. We work a little bit for the council doing these kind of little things. So,
Okay, persuasion roll.
Can I be helping as I'm sitting down on the head desk
I
a
was
little
gonna
bit,
say,
trying to intimidate?
we look
Just a straight roll.
Okay, that's fine.
Well, you want to intimidate her? You want to
A little
intimidate
bit.
we look like we transport monsters for a living.
Yeah,
I mean,
because-
like 9 foot
I mean,
tall. And
14.
she's-
You are dressed like a monster yourself. I mean, yeah, fair enough.
We're trying to convince them we sort of win the business ourselves, aren't we?
You're involved in the whole scheme, are you?
no, we're not involved. It's just sometimes we get a little bit of information and we're just after a little bit more.
Oh, well, I suppose that's fair enough. What do you want to know?
Well, who's in charge of it? Who does it?
Oh, well, yours come down from the council. It's all part of this directive, the cleaning up the streets initiative that's been put in place. It would have gone in front of the council and they would have voted on it. That's how they do everything.
Is it
So the whole council would have signed off on it.
Is there any paperwork involved?
I'm sure there is.
Could we have a look? Maybe a copy?
A copy?
Yeah.
You want me to sit here and write it out again?
Oh no, like you just give us and we'll make a quick copy.
I don't think I could do that.
Why not?
Just all we have to do is really have a look and go. I'm
our
pretty sure
eyes.
that's how.
What does that
If you
mean?
could just show us. If you
Is
could
it
just show
like
us.
Is
Look
it
at
like a
that.
semantic component for casting a spell, is it?
No, it's just eyes open to absorb it all closed to really cement it
Digest
into
the
your
knowledge.
brain.
Yeah.
Like I'm exposing my brain to information through the lenses of my eyes.
You can see her getting less convinced.
If you could just show us.
The more Badger speaks to her.
I really want to persuade her myself with that.
If you could just show us the paper, that would be great.
Well, I've got. She goes through the pile of papers and here. And she turns one round and there's a vote put forward for the removal of dangerous creatures from the town. And it says it's a council meeting. All the council are in favour and signed off.
Does it have council names?
It has the council member names, yes.
Can we have them?
Have the name of the person who proposed for them?
Exactly.
It was put forward by the motion was put forward by Doraz.
Doraz.
Hang on, I'll get full name.
Right in.
I have a bit of a dangerous animal myself.
Okay.
I'll just go to you and go, is the name of the council members common knowledge? Or are we getting knowledge that nobody knows?
Okay.
As far as I'm aware, they're secretive.
So Duos Sten,
Justen.
Doraz Yen, Goraz Hukum, Jeffrey Howell, and Lentus Tullus Borrow.
That's a curry dish. Lentils.
God, I hope I can read that.
Get
later.
together with Tarragon.
Yeah, there we go again. Herbs and spices.
I don't know if you're the person that could organise this, but is there any chance of a meeting with the council?
Oh,
For a performance, obviously.
I think they have their meetings and they all go their separate ways. They've got very separate interests in town, and I'm just an administrator. I can't really call a council meeting.
Do you know when they are?
They usually meet once a week. It's towards dusk, towards the end of the week.
Where?
There's a meeting room at the back. You push your points to the doors at the back of the hall. There's a council meeting room. They meet there. And, they action any issues that have been brought forward in the week. An emergency meeting can be called, but as in the case of a severe town emergency.
Is that good knowledge?
I can work with it.
What time of the week is it now?
You midweek.
Have they already had one?
Last week, but they've not had one this week.
So we've got one coming up soon. Obviously, somebody must know when it will happen.
2 days' time.
2 days' time? At dusk? Because we're going to obviously do a special performance.
I didn't. Okay, but that can be nothing to do with me.
No, obviously. No.
Where are you all from?
I don't know. In all honesty.
He suffered a brain injury, you see.
Oh.
I travelled into town with him and his brain injury. Something to do with pituitary gland. No medic myself. But apparently that's why he is so tall.
Okay.
I just come from the mainland. I've wintered over here.
Oh, I meant more. Where are you staying now?
Well, apparently we've got a little house on the west dock.
Apparently, we do have a house on the western dock.
But if you've got any more fancier shindigs that potentially...
The Western Docks are quite poor.
Yeah, we are kind of up and coming. But, I mean, if you could offer us any more fancier shindigs...
No. Daddy has some nice properties, but
Daddy, you say?
yes, he has some nice properties, but the town is bulging at the moment, so there's very little in the way of open space. Certainly enough I can get for myself. I'm stuck in his property at the moment.
how big is the property that you're stuck in?
Well, Daddy's place.
Yeah.
It's quite small.
Do you take guests?
No. Daddy's got a lot of family staying.
How about performers?
Well,
We could come put on performance for your daddy.
not if you're gonna mention Harris.
No, we won't mention ours. We'll do a special performance just for you.
Daddy could never know about Harris.
Oh no, it's always a bit rough though. It's a good
He's no. I'm a civilised girl, and what I want is not the kind of raw, guttural animalism I'm sure that beast Harris would bring me. Although it seems he does have a softer centre if he came out with those clumsy words, but still heartfelt.
You wanted us to pass a note on to him from you?
No, I think I will do that myself. I need to think about what to say, how to let him.
You could always send us back a discreet one-on-one performance.
You guys are in this too deep now. You're in too deep.
What was the objective of this mission today?
Establish a bar.
Wait, weren't we meant to be knee-deep in the sewers by now?
We've been digging information. We've got quite a lot of information.
What would constitute
I'm sure. Huh?
What would constitute a town emergency?
Well, I think we should try and accommodate
Well, I mean,
this,
last time it was dragons.
young lady's house.
I mean, the town has just been invaded by a knight who's captured an ogre in the square for no reason. The ogre was just going to go out on his business.
Oh yeah, that happened. We should probably head back there actually. See what.
We still need to tell
No,
Militia
yeah,
about
we-
this.
We
No,
do. We
This
do.
needs to be reported.
We've been commissioned to send a message to Harris.
I'm just there now with banjo like ding 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 ding. Tune it up. Obviously, if you do want us to do a performance for your family, you can always send for us, and we'll gladly come.
Well, I'll consider that.
Looks like Steph is a knee-deep fort of love in the air.
No, this is all too cruel. You're just going to have to tell him no.
What?
It's a class thing.
Nobody has to know.
Oh, somebody always knows everything.
You know what they say? Badgers never tell.
Well, I've never heard that expression.
Really, it's
Look
really
at-
common
look-
back in the West.
Look at what happened to Andro. Lovely man. A little bit creepy, I suppose, but always very kind to all of the workers here. And then suddenly, it just out of the blue, it turns out he's been, well, keeping a goat in his place and doing all kinds of unmentionable things. I never would have thought it. Now, if that's a nice man, what is a man like that doing?
Well, he's got a massive coin purse, as some would describe it as bulging. That's how
Bulging.
much coin he has. I think if there's a class problem, it's the other way around.
Don't ever let class get in the way of true love.
That could have rhymed.
I will take one more persuasion check.
Do you want to do it or do you want me to do it?
I'll do it because I said the last thing. 11.
You got advantage because both of you are doing it.
Oh!
It's still your stat though, Chris. So it's still your plus.
That's much better.
Do I add mine on it?
Yeah, it's your
22.
Yes.
Part of me really wishes I'd kept the 1 for your performance.
Steph's writing.
Well, we actually give Harris this quite something of our own for him.
Indeed.
That's a
Sure.
question.
So we're gonna deceive Harris.
We're gonna be like Cupids, just gonna be like fuel the love a little bit, as opposed to, you know how it goes.
Stomping on his blossom.
Yeah.
No, don't know about that.
No, he's got a coin purse.
You're welcome to get it from one.
That's fine.
You've had enough of us, haven't you?
This is
He
awesome.
came here to fight in the sewers. Instead, we are matchmaking in the council building.
You're part of the
Right.
Badgers now.
Sometimes that's what happens with a session. I plan a bunch of combat encounters, and here we are. Pass this on to him.
Pass that on to him.
Yes.
You just said before, every band needs a
I'll have
manager.
a quick look. Oh no. I've got a plan. We will indeed. Thank you very much for all of your help.
Well, it's okay.
And then as we're walking away, I'll whisper to everybody. She's just passed me a note. And it says, "Dear Harris, meet me at the Hung Goat at dusk tonight to discuss your feelings, Steph." He's going to blow it. We've got Romeo and Juliet the shit out of this.
Judging by the size of his coin purse, the goat's not the only thing that's hung.
Right. So we're going to go to him. I'll hand him this note. Oh, God.
No, it's just on one hand, if we were to cause personal friction towards them and they hated each other, that would probably disrupt council. But if they were also
Still
in
with
an
his eye on the
affair-
prize.
But if they were also in some sort of love affair...
All I'm going to say...
Love is much more powerful than hate.
The council have a very generous maternity and paternity leave policy. We can have both of them off work at the same time, causing double disruption.
You've not been here long, have you?
We could go give him this. We could go and get a quick pint. Wait till dusk. We'll go there with him, and we'll help him from the bush.
From one bush to another.
From one bush to another. Let's go. So we're going to go to him.
Yeah.
We're going to go to Harris. And we're going to go.
Can you also do the poem? Let's get to the poem.
Yeah.
Oh, how did it go? Is it alright? It looked like it was going well.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Steph likes the cut of your jib and wants to get closer to you.
Them words all sounded the same. Oh, she wants to.
Quiet. Discreet.
Use your inner voice.
Like a flower in winter. Hidden.
I can't do this. She's gonna want me to say stuff.
We're gonna be there with you, mate. We're gonna help you.
Well, it's gonna be awkward, isn't it?
No, you're not even gonna see us.
It's alright, listen. Finn is small enough, he is going to hide in the bushes, you will just go quiet and open your mouth, and he will speak for you.
Soothing background music.
You've really had enough now.
Why'd you keep doing dueling banjos? Just sweeping background.
Yeah, I'm not sure you've heard of banjo.
Ding 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 ding.
Yeah. I was gonna be. You got a real pretty mouth.
You got a real pretty mouth. When do you get off work?
I'll finish. Well, it's not even lunchtime yet. I've got another 4 or 5 hours to go yet.
Okay. Meet us at the Hungo
Yeah.
before dusk so we can get all this set up ready for you.
All right. I'll do that.
But we're doing a big favour for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, you've
So
already done my sums.
we're gonna do. Yeah, but this is a huge favour. We're gonna need a big payment for this. Remember, you could be. I was gonna just say knee deep in Steph, but you could be with Steph.
Well, the size of his coin purse, it's much more than a knee.
I ain't got a lot of money.
We don't want your money. We want favours.
All right. As long as he's not
Yeah.
expecting me to spend a lot of money.
If we do this, it might fail, it might not. But if we do this,
Right.
we want to know what's going on in this building. We want to see every bit of paperwork that comes through here, and we want to know what is going on. But in return, we'll get you Steph.
All right. Well,
You are cashing checks your mouths cannot keep. But at the same time, I just want to see it all.
You got me laughing at that squeaky toy from Toy Story 2.
We got it.
well, I don't. As I said to you before, this job ain't for me. I don't really care about it. But if you get me deep in Steph's growler, then
You'll help us out, yeah?
I'll give you anything you want. Yeah.
Okay. We're going to sort you out.
All right. Then.
Right. I'm going to shake his hand. Are we in? Badgers, are we in?
Badgers and the Flint.
Oh yeah.
Badges are
If you need anything from me, then you've only got to say the word, and I'm there for you.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Let's get it done. Badgers home.
It sounds like we will be staying at Harris's house.
I'm not even sure what the XP reward would be for this.
Well, whatever it is, it has to end in 69, I think.
69.
That's a bit much, but...
Shall we go have a few drinks? We'll figure something out.
But we need to check up on our ogre.
Yeah, you check out on the ogre.
Okay, fair enough.
I'm
I'll
going to go to the shop to buy him some clothes.
I do have a lot of ideas with. I mean, quite frankly, the chaos we've just caused is absolutely brilliant to see. And I have a lot of ideas if we can actually get inside that building and figure out what the hell is going on, because these numbers, let's just say, they're not quite adding up, and not in a good way. So, if you'd like, head to go, take yourselves a drink. I'll head to our ogre and find out what's going on in that situation.
Shall we meet at the pub?
Yeah,
Meet at the pub?
maybe trying to find a way you
Meet at the
don't
pub.
fuck this up. Good luck with that.
I must suggest on the way there we just talk to militia. Just mention as briefly as we can that there is a golem that has killed the poor maiden.
I'll get that on the way. Just
Let's split.
Relax
Let's do
your-
that. Get the
relax
job
yourselves. You earned it.
Roll for insight.
done. Badgers, go. I want to put my hands
Shouldn't
in.
that be you use rolling for it?
Yeah, I know. I'm just,
No,
I'm
I'll-
just telling myself to
No.
inside check you. Yeah.
Go ahead. I'll happily do inside versus deception if you like.
Okay, you want normal dice? Alright. What's
Use
my
a normal dice.
normal dice? Oh.
No, use real dice.
Yeah,
It's way more fun to use real
for,
dice.
For rollies, you've got it, yeah.
I can, but I just go scanning the entire screen and try and which.
Actually, I'm gonna risk it here. Can I use portent on other players?
Whoa,
In
that's
this-
a low.
In this versus scenario, I still have a 10.
Yes, you can.
She's
So
basically lawful, very, very lawful. That's why she just wants things to be said. She's an ex.
I know this. I know,
Yeah.
but I'm just giving you a 10 and add whatever.
Yes, because of
got-
the divination magic, he can force you to have a dice roll that he's rolled at the beginning of the session.
Okay, yeah.
So he can force the result of this to be 10.
I used the one on the ogre.
Save it.
For. You don't know. It's more fun to do rollies. Go on then. I'll save the 10. I'll let you roll.
You roll.
I don't want. Yeah.
Put it in the toilet.
What's the additionals to that for insight?
0 for me.
I've got a 4 with +0, so somehow.
So
You're
if you go to the militia, you inform the militia. You go see your ogre. I'll go and sort him out with some clothing and try and spark him up a little bit.
Well, if I have about.
I'll meet in the pub, but first one is I'm going to think of a way out to get you into the council buildings unnoticed.
As far as I'm concerned,
I have my own ideas
failed
for that,
check.
but I'd love to hear yours when we
Think he's
reconvene.
being
He had a 4, and I'm thinking he's being fruitful. He's going to the militia. I believe that he's
Okay,
going to the
there
militia.
you go.
Because you go a 4 and I go a 1, so.
Badgers hope. Let's go.
Alright.
I'm going to go to the shop.
Okay. You're going to the shops.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
And then hopefully we can have a bit of a rest because I need some spells.
You and me both.
Do bards even get those on short rest?
All right.
I think so.
No, it's long.
No,
Is it a long rest?
No, yeah, bards are.
Well, he didn't. I'm pretty sure we started the day early and we're still at work, so
Yeah,
we got
kind of
good
a bit of a
time.
long
We did.
rest.
Well, timeline-wise, he hadn't eaten lunch, so it's
Yeah, it's still
we got,
morning,
we got,
yeah?
we got time to get a long
Oh,
rest.
yeah, it's
before
not even
lunch.
lunchtime yet. No. So you've got
Sweet.
loads of time.
So I'm going to get the shopping
And
done
if it's,
and I'm
if it's coming up summer, relatively long, and they said dawn, or dusk, whatever.
All right. So the plan is you're going to the shops. You're going to the militia. Did you say?
I trusted that Starfinder is going to the militia himself, so I don't feel I need to.
You're not going to go to the militia now. So it's just shopping.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the militia's already there. Yeah. I mean, we've all got fucking lawful good paladin over there, so.
All right. So you head in the same clothing shop you went to before.
Yeah.
So you cut through the marketplace. Your breath sort of taken away by the variety of stalls that there are now. The marketplace, as it was when you first arrived in town, had a lot of food-related vendors and were selling vegetables, and now the variety of stalls is breathtaking. There seems to be novelties, clothing stores, all kinds of things for people who obviously have a lot more disposable income than the standard, just the peasant who's trying to get enough to get by. I mean, you pass a meat pie stall. There's one selling bows. There's a stall with it's got curtains drawn across at the moment, but the sign above it says Kinder Fun. Yeah.
That damn Andrew needs to be stopped.
Oh god.
Going through a couple of the signs you see for these marketplaces you go past, there's one called Dragon's Thirst. There's one with a variety of shields on it called Shields Up.
Yeah.
Travelling Thrones, Fandle's Candles. And then one thing stops you. It stops you dead in your track. There's a stall and it has a number of cages on the front of it with cloths on the top. But the sign says Homing Badgers.
What? Homing badgers?
Let's home in on that.
Yeah.
Badger, I'm going to let you deal with this.
It's in between two other stalls, Rooftop Toppers and Barrow Whites. But there it is. Homing Badgers.
Well, I'm going to turn to Badger and I'm going to say, I think you need to deal with this because I need to get this guy some clothes. Because we've got to tie him up.
Does this look like a place that guy got a cage from?
I don't know.
Incidentally, so Homing Badges is opposite another stall called Courty Fabulous, which has got a variety of high quality
I'm going to go.
velvet robes.
Yeah. A little bit.
Fair enough.
All right. So, yeah, you're going to go to the robe place.
We're going to step to the. Is the stall open? Is the
Yeah. So like the whole variety of cages.
By curtain?
No, it's not secured by curtain. There's a man behind the counter. He's just fiddling with something underneath it, but he's got a whole variety of cages there. As you move up, one of the cages jerks violently to the side.
So, I'm going to say, "Hi, honey, I'm home." So,
I'm sorry, what?
I'm home, baby.
Oh, are you? Oh, I see. You're sort of on theme for well,
I'm the badger.
we are. No, you're a.
No. I am the badger.
This is. You're an intelligent, sentient being, and to try and have you as one of my pieces of merchandise, that would be slavery. And no. If there's anything
If it's
Emery
good
Cross
enough-
can't get involved in, it's slavery.
It's good enough for Andrew.
Yes, I've heard all the stories, but he was more into goats and rather than badgers, and I mean that in every literal sense from what I've heard. Anyway, I'm loving the arrangement. You've got the whole look. It's wonderful.
Made it myself.
I hope you've not just done this to come and speak to me, because you could have come about looking like a badger. It was fine.
I am the badger.
Well, yes, of course you are, sir. Is there anything I can help you with?
Yeah, what are you selling?
Homing badgers.
Homing badgers?
Homing badgers, yes.
Like,
Well, we've got a variety of badgers here, and you take the badger, right, and you release it from its cage, and then no matter where you are in the world, that badger will unerringly find its way back to Mist Hass, specially trained. Imagine a stripy land-based pigeon, if you will.
yes. I see.
Mm-hmm.
But I can be like a gorilla badger. Like, your man on the inside.
Inside of what?
Whatever you want.
It's not really what I'm looking for. I'm really looking at selling these homing badgers.
Where did you get them from?
I have a man. Are you interested in a badger?
I might be interested in a badger or two.
All right, well, I've got some lovely badgers here. As I say, their sense of direction is infallible.
And so if I was to attach a letter to this badger,
It would come straight back to Mist Hass.
where in this house?
To wherever, once it's established to the domicile of your location, it'll return to there.
Can you race these badgers?
I suppose you could buy a bunch of them if you want, and take them somewhere else and see which are the first to get back to Mist Hass.
Is that something people would bet on?
Who am I to say what people would do? But I would certainly encourage any enterprise that would involve you purchasing more than one badger.
How much is a badger?
A badger on its own is a mere 2 gold pieces. Now I know 2 gold pieces seems like a lot, but you have to think of the training that's involved in getting a badger to have an unerring sense of direction.
I know I underwent the exact same training.
And more is indeed you are a 9-foot badger who can talk.
It's not the only thing I can do.
Okay, well, that's good. I'm going to come back to my original question. Would you like to buy a badger?
As a walking, talking advertisement for this great establishment, I think there's something, surely, some leeway on the price. Imagine a literal badger walking around with your badgers. Money doesn't buy that kind of publicity.
I could arrange a discount if you were to wear some sort of signage.
I don't need to sign. I am the badger.
You're just a badger.
No. I'm not a badger. I am the badger.
No.
Yes.
No.
100%.
Well, you look like a badger, but also badgers aren't 9 foot tall.
Big badger.
Or dragons.
Ah. I'm a badger.
Nope.
100%.
No, not even 5%. I mean, I could paint a rock black and white, but it doesn't make it a badger. And I know. I'm a purveyor of badgers.
If I was to take 10 badgers off your hands,
Yes.
how much would that set me back?
That would be 20 gold pieces.
Surely we can come to an arrangement on this price. 10 gold pieces.
Ha! That is half the price. Seeing as you are making a bulk purchase, however, I could see to allowing you to have the final badger for free. We'll bring it down to a total of 18 gold pieces.
I don't think you quite heard me when I said 10 gold pieces.
No, I heard you.
Are you sure?
Let me repeat to you, 10 gold pieces is not enough.
I'm being extremely persuasive. And I'm telling you that I'm being extremely persuasive.
Are you trying to tell your dungeon master that he has to let you have a roll for your ridiculous argument?
I'm requesting the dungeon master to at least let me roll.
I will let you roll, but I will advise you, because your argument is ridiculous.
What's ridiculous?
You turned up, you're a dragon, you turned up, you said, I'm the badger.
2 minutes says a 10-foot badger walking around with 10 badgers on leads.
Listen,
Holy shit, you can buy badgers now. I'm going to come to this store.
The NPCs are people, not morons.
Yeah, well, when they see what I've got in store for these badgers...
Roll your persuasion.
$19.
No.
Okay, look. What I've got in store for these badgers... When the citizens of Misty Hearth see one of them angel things being carted through Misty Hearth attached to badgers...
Where is Misty Hearth? We're in Mist Hass.
No. I'm a badger, I didn't learn English.
You're not a badger. You're obviously a dragon man. I don't care if you identify as a badger, you're clearly a dragon man. And I'm sorry, but I can't sell these badgers to you at a loss.
Look.
I did look.
I am the badger. I know how much badgers cost and the upkeep of a badger. I know how much badgers eat.
No.
Now, if I was to set up my own badger store...
Alright, so moving on.
Called... Fine, you know what? How many badgers do you think it can take?
Well, I'm moving on to Chris now.
I've had the road place.
Listen, your difficulty is based upon how persuasive your argument is. You can't just make a ridiculous argument and then insist on rolling on it and say you pass. Your difficulty got higher and higher the more difficult you were with the stall holder.
For my interactions, I don't think that was one of my difficult ones.
Agree to disagree. So over at Courty Fabulous.
Hello, my fine gentlemen.
Hello there.
I was wondering if you could help me out.
I will certainly try. What can I do for you? Although you're also already dressed so fabulously.
Thank you.
And many of my robes would go well with your clothes, or indeed any attire, but I feel that I would need to have them taken up.
Well, I don't need it for me.
Oh, well in that case I have many fine robes.
But I was wondering if you can help me out. Obviously, did you see the show that happened over at that little badger shop a minute ago?
Who did not see that?
You didn't.
What is it? I mean, it's obviously a large dragon man. He kept shouting he's a badger.
It's a large dragon man that thinks he's a badger, yes.
Although I must say I'm not particularly fond of Emmerich.
Well,
he smells funny. He smells of badgers, if I'm honest with you.
Potentially, maybe we can have a little bit of an arrangement. You see the barbarian warrior that's with the badger that's standing there?
The one that's staring at him incredulously?
Yes. I think that the badger has got a little bit. He's not up here.
Okay. He's not an actual badger, though, is he?
No, I think he thinks he's a badger. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to help out the warrior because the warrior doesn't want to be walking around with the badger, so we want to put a cloak around him. Try and make him feel a bit more safe so he doesn't lash out at people.
The warrior... Look, I mean, I don't ask any questions what you're going to do with it. It doesn't really matter to me.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it's a good story. I mean, I suppose I'm interested. It's a quiet morning.
Well, the thing is, you said you don't like the badger person.
Well, he's just a bit. He's just a bit funny about his badgers.
But if we could sell them badgers, then they'll move on, and you won't have a nice.
Oh, there's never-ending supply of badgers with him.
Oh well, realistically, I'm after a robe.
Right.
A normal size robe, the best one you can give me for the price.
Look, if there's anything Tarquin Highborn can get you, it's a robe.
Yep.
Now, what Tarquin needs to know is, first of all, colour, occasion.
Red.
Red.
For
perfect.
Romance.
Are we looking for deep red or something bright?
Bright.
A bright red robe. Trim?
If I can afford it.
Well, you have the options. You can take a white fur trim,
Yep.
a black fur trim, or we can go for a trim which is like a patterned
What about the white?
white fur trim. I like it. Right. So this fine robe, and he produces from the hanger a long robe with white trim round the sleeves and the base of it and round the neck there. This fine robe is a mere 16 silver.
16 silver, you say?
Oh, that's right.
I'll take it. I'll take it. Is there anything else that you can throw in for me? What I'm trying to do is, this is all for tonight. It is all going to be a show for love. Of wooing of young maiden.
Well, really, it's mostly robes that I've got.
But you might have something in the back.
I've got some nightcaps I was thinking of trying.
Maybe a fancy hat with a quill.
I don't have fancy hats. I've got some nightgowns I was going to try. So I've got some nightcaps, just long, flowing nightcaps, and I could do a nightgown with it as well. I couldn't let it go for free, but I could give you a really good price on it.
No, I'll stick with the robe.
Okay.
I'll have the robe, please.
One robe for you.
Thank you very much.
There you go. It's 16 silver.
And then I'll turn around to you guys and go, I've got the robe. I'm now going to go rest.
You turn round. The badger is still in a raging argument with Emmerich, who's not budging an inch. Anything from you? Are you happy?
Well, I'm not there. I mean,
Wait, where did you go off to, sir?
I went back to the ogre just.
You went back to the ogre
to see
and you're
the
there,
situation.
aren't
Yes, I was hoping, Jamie was very British, got quickly to purchase a gift for the lady, so for us normally with flowers, I'm not thinking about anything big.
Okay.
And I would like to then inquire about a love potion at a apothecary or a chemist or...
So there's a potion shop called Tinctures and Tonics, which is just off the marketplace. We're looking for... look around some of the other stalls for a potential flower shop.
You can't come in empty-handed. He's got to have something, and he might not have thought
I
about
like that.
To give you some ideas of some of the other stalls available, there's one called Tankards Forever.
What would be the common convention in the world for gift between lovers? It's flowers now, isn't it? But I just
It would be flowers, yeah.
Flowers again, okay.
So we've got handmade jewels, big appetite, dire ferret skins. There's Mirror, sells beautiful mirrors there. There's Barrow Whites, which is next to the Badger store. They sell wheelbarrows.
Obviously like that.
It's a barrel.
Know Your Flight, Rooftop Toppers, Superior Light, Wings That Work. Fantina's Novelties is one you pass by. That seems to mostly have statues of griffins with moving heads.
Before you've walked off, just
No
is there
florist.
anything that you've got?
You
Green
eventually
flowers.
do find a florist. Yes, they've
Yeah,
got
they
several
are.
bunches of flowers. They don't look to be the best.
I'm hoping that we can have a bit of a long rest and get
But
some
it
stuff
looks like a
back.
bunch of flowers there would cost you 2 copper.
But I'm wondering, if we can help.
Do you
this
have
guy,
anything in the back?
Then we
Anything
definitely
that
got
can
our
look
way
fresh?
into the games.
Oh, I'm afraid it's a market stall as such, so we don't have a back. I was out
Even if I
just
had
yesterday out in the wilds gathering these flowers to try and make enough money.
I don't
Okay, I
believe
hear you. How about we get the best ones out of the bunches and we make
that
me a new bunch?
magic.
I could
is
take several bunches and
best
try and
course
put
of
one
action.
together that's of higher
Nor
quality.
would I even
Could we
agree
try to
that.
do
I
that
don't
and make
believe
something
that
Well,
magic
she gets a
should be
few
something
and
to
she gets off some of the
enhance your art.
the more droopy ones, and she puts together a reasonably nice bunch. Putting these ones together, though, it will push it up to 1 silver. Is that okay?
I've got a
That is fine. Anything for love, I guess.
As long as I'm not
Oh, is this
involved.
Is this actually to give to someone?
It is.
I'm not sure of it, but-
Someone for you?
You're
It is
gaining.
indeed.
But
Oh.
it is
I
not
am
my
approaching an old age. I am
spell.
trying to marry myself off.
Well, I hope he'll like it.
She.
She.
Okay, so 1 silver and we've got a bouquet.
A bouquet.
Yes. And then I need the potions. I need to at least inquire about the potions.
Okay,
That's
so-
okay. Just very, very briefly.
That's okay. So you pop into tinctures and tonics. Inquire about a love potion.
And tonics, okay. Good afternoon.
Okay.
I wanted a mess.
Come on, I've got some flowers to give. Steph.
Do we get any badges?
We have got you and that is enough.
Basically, Flynn, my plan is we home the badgers into the council offices. We provoke an angel.
Kill someone. I don't kill.
We really need to teach this man about how God's angels work.
I don't know how. I've never seen them.
Now I know a little bit about the gods, but
Once we have said angel, we tie the badgers to the angel, who will home back to the council, creating pandemonium as an angel is unleashed in our council offices. A message from Flynn and the badgers.
Don't get me involved in it. I'm trying to build a rep here, you know?
I'm afraid you landed just at the badger. Flynn is releasing a solo album.
How many badgers do you think it would take to carry an angel off?
probably about the same amount of brain cells I've got left. And I'm not even imagining it is that the sort of paint / pan you've got is of an actual badger. I think it just looks more like the Kiss Demon than anything. That's what's in my mind.
On who?
No, what it was the Bard stuff, because I was fully expecting Paladin, I'm not going to lie. And then the Bard came, so I was like, Kiss Demon.
We've got a performance to put on tonight. Love overcomes all.
I just want to overthrow the government.
Well, I'm getting your way in there, mate. I'm getting your way in.
Anarchist.
But why do you want to overthrow the government? What have they done to you?
How long have you got?
Imagine the scenes when they finally break into Andrew's old office to find goats and an angel. What's he doing with that angel?
What would the angel be doing there? You just stick to plain your flute. The sulphur isn't shaped like a sword. Oh my god. You're the crazy bass player, aren't you? This band.
Here we go. Here's my potion thing.
They don't have that many Dragonborn non-martial characters on Thingiverse.
I think to make this work, we've almost got to either tell, what's his name?
Harris.
Harris, what to say, or we speak for him.
I told you when he sits in the bushes and he just
Yeah, if he just
opens
does
his
that.
mouth. Yeah.
I'm going to do something like this. I'm just going to pretend like I'm playing with my flute. I'm going to whisper. You're going to hear a message in your head saying, we couldn't tell him what to say, you know.
Could you do that to Steph?
Yes, we should hear it as me, as Badger.
Oh. But maybe you could say that you're
Right.
Steph's conscience.
So check in the tinctures and tonics.
Yep.
We do
That's
have
not Harris to say what he
a filter of love, which will significantly change the imbiber's feelings. If it's something you said, well, we have to, of course, insist that you only use such a thing responsibly, because obviously it would be open to abuse.
Okay. You see, I am approaching an old age of 27, and I am still yet to be married.
Mm-hmm.
You see my scars? They are war wounds, and I need to get married. I need it just a little bit.
Well, you get this and you give it to the person that you intend to make yours. The first person they see once they drunk it, they will immediately fall in love with. But it only lasts for an hour. After which point their natural feelings will take over. So in that hour, that is the golden opportunity to make the best of yourself and hope that those feelings carry over.
Do you have anything stronger? I am missing a ring on my finger.
Are we all here for this?
No,
I'm not.
No.
I think you're still at the badger shop.
Still arguing. Look at me.
Well, anything stronger would be a serious thing. You're talking about changing someone's personality entirely.
Not changing, but maybe from someone who is not so sure about the next move and think she's got plenty of time left to be married to.
Well, I mean, it wouldn't be impossible to craft a potion that could create a much longer lasting emotional tie, but it would be a much more difficult affair and very expensive.
I don't have the time, you see. I am turning 28 tomorrow.
That seems like plenty of time to me.
It might not be enough time for you to craft this potion.
Yes. Well, the potions we have at the moment are 150 gold pieces for the standard one that lasts an hour.
Any OAP discount?
I'd give it 75 badges.
My dear, you're not old even remotely.
27 and 11 months and 30 days is very old age for someone who's never been married.
Marriage isn't everything.
It is in my family.
Oh dear. Well, I'm afraid I can't offer you a discount on the basis of you being 28.
Any veteran discount?
A veteran, have you fought in the war?
I have indeed. I am
Oh.
an ex-soldier.
You're an ex-soldier. Which war did you fight in?
The one that was the most famous in the mainland.
You fought in the battle against the Orc King?
And the queen and the orc king and the orclings, everything.
I wasn't aware that the Orc King had a queen.
Well, they also married very late.
Make a deception check.
I'm
Oh,
pretty sure
God.
Olga was there when Jerick slayed Morfell.
That's
Oh
not
my
very good.
God.
It's 12, Jamie.
Everyone in this town is an idiot.
I had no idea that there was such a tragic backstory to the whole Orc War.
And now you know parts of my backstory, Scrummy.
Well. I can see why you want to get hitched so quickly. I'm not sure this is going to do it for you, but at least you can have an hour of passion. 125 gold.
How much for a teaspoon? Maybe give me a minute of that.
I'm afraid I can't do that. That would negate the power of this potion. You have to drink the whole thing, or there's no effect.
What about some aphrodisiacs? Anything to spray?
Badger pheromones.
Sure.
Or badger pheromones?
Badger pheromones. Oh no, that's a repellent if it's anything.
Oh god. Oh.
I do have some ground. I have some ground horn of a fiendish nature in the back. It's unpleasant, but it may sway the intended.
Retail.
We're about to drug someone.
And how much would that set me back?
30 gold. You would need to stir it into a drink, and they would still need to imbibe it. And it wouldn't be as guaranteed an effect as the actual philtre of love, but it will sway their feelings.
And can I have 1/10 of that, please?
No. It won't work unless it's...
Oh god.
I'm getting the feeling you don't have any money.
You're getting the right feeling there.
Oh, I'm sorry, this is a shop. I operate on the basis of making products which I exchange for coin.
Do you have anything that might suit my budget?
What's your budget?
Oh gosh. Anything to make them almost feel in love. Dizzy feeling, you know how people get dizzy feeling. Dreamy eyes.
Let me see. The cheapest thing I have is a potion of climbing. And I don't see how that will help in this situation.
And how much does that potion cost?
30 gold pieces.
I'm so sorry, but I tried. It's got me absolutely nowhere other than crying from laughter.
It's okay.
I
We'll use pure talent.
Can I have a little?
I rolled a 4 on my insight against your deception. Terrible.
I've only got 9 gold, honestly, because I'm level 1.
I'm sorry. I can't let you have you. You possibly are reaching for things that are just outside your budget.
Shame. A drop of anything for goodwill, for me to get married off somehow.
It's not a charity, madam. I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Gosh, not very friendly.
The friendliness dropped significantly when you said I've got 9 gold pieces.
No, I'm saying that to you, normal boy. I'm sorry.
Go on, Starfire.
No, I was just saying in terms of
What do you want me to do?
I don't know. You do whatever you want.
the character sheet.
I'm a divination wizard. And I can already tell the future. This is not going to end well. I don't need no magic for that.
So, over checking on the ogre.
Yes.
Alright, so the cart is still there. It looks like there's 4 armoured soldiers there.
No, that's sure.
No.
Okay. Is our bad friend still there?
No.
Well, I'll go up to them anyway. We'll figure out what
Okay.
is going on.
Sorry, sir. Dangerous situation. Just need to stand clear.
Oh,
Don't want anyone to get hurt.
I'm quite aware of the situation. I also want to help stop it.
Oh, you were one of the ones?
Yes, yeah.
Oh, well, look, Elias told me all about it. I am so grateful. I'm sure all the people are as well. Thank you so much for your involvement.
It's fine.
I'm Skinny. Pleasure to meet you.
Starfinder.
Yeah. Yes, I'm just on Elias's staff. But yeah, he told me what happened. You and Flynn and the Badger and Olga.
Yes.
Yeah, you all fought this thing. Look at him. You all fought this thing to a standstill.
Well, we would have heard a lot more people otherwise. I'm sure anyone in my position would have done
Well,
the same.
I can tell you, Elias was singing your praises when he got us all in here. So, yeah, well done. My admiration. Hats off to you.
So he's just got you standing guard until...
He's procuring another cart Going to get on the other cart, and then I understand you folks were reporting the incident.
Which we've done.
And then I was going to find out who's behind it and see what was going on with these animals.
We've already had a look into that.
You did? What kind of answer did you get?
Barely anything.
That's disappointing. The council wouldn't tell you anything? The militia?
No?
You'd think they'd be more open, wouldn't you?
You would.
Well, I am just a servant. I don't know myself. But look, Elias was grateful for your effort, and by extension I am as well. If there's anything you need, you have only to ask. If it's in my power, I will certainly help you.
I don't think I have anything right now. I'm sure...
Well, the offer is there if you do need anything.
I'm not usually in the business not usually in the business of this sort of stuff. I'm sure the compatriots I'm with, and the name they're calling themselves, I'm sure they'll come to you if they need anything. I'm sort of just keeping an eye on them for the time being.
Okay, all right. Well, given what you've done, I would trust your judgment.
Good. I assume Elias is coming back then.
Presume, as soon as he gets a cart, I presume.
You say
He said something about tracking down where the original cart came from, having a word with the seller.
I'll have to get back to him on that then. I'd like a word with him myself too. Either way, I'll leave you to it. Just looking around as well, what's the population looking like, if any?
There's a bunch of people who are really passing by, as you would if this was happening in the street. A few people stop and look, and when they come close, one of the guards says, "Come on, stand back, don't want anyone to get hurt." The body is gone, and the head. But yeah, it's a bit of a curiosity at the moment. A couple of kids occasionally throw something at the ogre, and then one of the soldiers goes off. Come on, clear off, lads.
I think I'm quite surprised the military haven't already arrived.
Oh, they did come by, yeah.
Well, at least... And they didn't stay?
They collected the body, and they seemed happy that we had this situation under control. Local militia, they're part-time, and in my experience, if there's an opportunity to not do their job, they'll take it.
Yes, that does check out. We'll keep you in mind. I'm sure... I guess this is their name now. I'm sure Flynn and the Badgers will have your image in mind if they need anything.
Well, that's good to know. I know that Elias is singing the praises of Flynn and the Badgers with everybody he speaks to.
Oh, and they're singing their own praises.
Well, they deserve it, according to Elias.
I'll leave you to it.
Of course. Yes, hopefully it won't be too much longer, and then we can get back to some serious work.
Exactly. Alright, take care.
Take care of yourself, and pass on our regards to Flynn and the Badgers.
You will. I will.
Jamie, as we walk back,
Yes.
can I see if I can spot someone, like in normal towns you've got someone selling something dodgy. A man who's got a bunch of waters under his coat sort of a thing. Can I see anyone like that in that market?
Make an insight check.
+0, that's going to go very well. 17!
17. You spot someone over towards the side of the marketplace. He's sat on a bench, and someone else comes and sits down next to him, and you think you see him exchange a package without... it's one of those things where one of them puts a package down, the other guy picks a package up.
Okay, I'm going to wait for the person to go.
Okay, so he gives a package and he sits down.
I'll sort of look at him, do a little wave, look past him.
Well, you wave
almost.
at the guy who sat down.
No, the guy who's sort of doing
Who
the sales.
walked away.
Yes, the one who's doing the sales.
Okay, so he's the one who sat down.
Yes, I thought there was another man sitting
Yes,
next to him.
he sat down, another person came and sat down as well. He
Yeah.
picked up a package, and then he's got up and walked away. So you just got the one guy there sat down now who's
Gotcha.
the one who produced the first package.
So I'm sort of going to Okay, that's enough for me. So I'm going to start slowly, non-intimidatingly walk towards him.
Okay.
Sit by him.
What do you look like again?
What
What do you look like again?
Me? Taylor Swift. sort of thing.
Taylor
I'm off the church of Taylor
Taylor
Swift.
Swift with a massive scar on her face.
Yeah. Nicely healed though. Nicely healed.
Tragic surgery accident.
Yes. Yeah. Not intimidating. It's just sort of yeah.
Okay.
This is the greatest band ever. I love it. There's going to be so many adventures coming.
Like a Russian Olympian. So that's the look I'm trying to go for. On the other hand, so very muscly,
honestly,
but very
I'm
tall.
gonna miss
I've got to look at what Taylor Swift looks like so I know.
Yeah.
Them two come back.
Okay, I got it. Yep.
Yeah, does that make any sense? She's
Yeah.
not unattractive, but she's more muscly or sort of. And that scar obviously doesn't help
Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Butch.
overall situation.
All right.
Taylor
So
Swift
she sits by it.
Yeah.
She passes to him 3 gold, and she is gonna whisper to him, "A lucky dip of love potion, please." Very, very quietly whispered.
I've only got pep.
Could PEP stand for anything related to love potion?
Do you know what pep is?
No idea. I don't. I don't think Olga does either.
Does Olga know what pep is?
Never heard of it.
I'm guessing it's some drugs, but hey, what can I do?
You want
Right, I'm going to add another gold and say lucky dip. Or
Okay.
something similar. The love potion.
Puts his hand down on top of the coins, and then when he moves his hand away, there's a small parchment folded. He's in its place. He looks away from you.
Just striking the 6.
Okay. So there's a small paper parchment.
Okay, and I
Take that.
gently take it and pocket it.
Okay.
And I walk away,
All right.
thanking him very quietly.
I don't know if that was better or not.
The Welsh voice of Jefferson Howells coming out now.
A militia guard was passing by. Perception 2.
Oh, probably spend more time staring at her scar. There you go, it's already working those.
All right. So you've got yourself a lucky dip. You've gone and got yourself a red robe with white fur trim. You've gone and checked out the guards. You have not acquired a badger.
Or 10.
Or 10. For half price.
Full purchase. And AliExpress badges.
If they were from AliExpress, it wouldn't be badgers. It'd be a picture of a badger.
With cats with white
Be
stripe
a bag of
painted on them.
sparrows. Okay. What are we doing now?
I need to rest.
You need to rest.
Yeah, because I need some spells.
We've got, with all the stuff we've done, we've got enough time for a short rest. I don't think you're going to have enough time for a long one before dusk. Because I'm just sort of thinking in like...
It's 11 a.m. now.
Right before summer,
Yeah.
you're going
How
to
long's a long rest?
be 8.
8 hours.
Looking at 7 o'clock.
So when's dusk?
You'd be cutting it close. You'd probably get to like 7 for then. I don't even think like.
Feeling the badges.
Well, it's summer, isn't it? So
Sleep all
dusk.
day.
Dusk is around 8, 9 o'clock.
Feeling the
Oh, my
badges.
time's
We
approaching
sleep all
now.
day, party all night. We can sleep in the day.
Yep. Well, I've gone to the goat. I've rested for as much as I can, but I've also found a bush, found a location where these people are going to meet. I've kitted it out with flowers. I've made it as romantic as I possibly can, and now I'm just waiting for you lot. I'm resting my voice because it's going to be needed.
So you're going to try and get a long rest in, are you?
I'm going to try. If
Okay.
it works, it works. If it doesn't, then I haven't lost anything.
Same. I'm just gonna curl up like a badger and sleep.
I'm going in this house, yeah?
We're
Okay.
gonna gain exhaustion.
In that time, if I could please go to the hung goat
Yep.
and just see if I can get some work, cleaning, or anything like that. I am very broken. She hates being idle.
Okay. Okay. And Starfinder?
I'm happy with just a short rest.
All right.
And on the opposite, idling.
So,
I mean, if something happens in the meantime, you at least need someone to alert you guys. Because it's your plan after all.
I forgot plan.
Exactly.
All right. So if you're just going to while away the time, you can get some table work in the Hung Goat, cleaning tables and such, which will net you 3 silver.
That's fine. That's actually Hayes being idle.
Okay.
It's not about the money. It's about just
Nothing else will happen. You're not got into anything too much. So you get. Let's suppose you've set up your bush and all that sort of stuff, but you hang around the goat for most of the day, taking it easy. Yep. You curl up like a badger. 9-foot badger.
On all fours, I circle a load of time and just really stamp down the ground and just curl on up.
Okay. You take a short rest.
Yeah. I'm going to use a hit dice.
I think while we're like resting, I'll say I think the best way we can do this is I'll provide the music, and if you two give Hayes the information to talk or take over his voice or something, I'll create the background noise. He doesn't want to do any spells to manipulate, but maybe if there's a way that he can help by moving things around, doing stuff, creating ambience. Great.
Yeah.
So I'll create the music.
Lovely sparks or hearts.
Exactly. But if I'm creating the music and illusions, that's all I can do. So that's what I'll do. And then the speaking's all up to you.
I'll flit between speaking and fluting.
Yeah.
Obviously, you have to look down at the ground because he's curled up on the floor.
Yeah, I'm talking to a ball. But there's the plan.
So about 4 hours in, Olga's going around, wiping off tables, collecting up nuts, putting them all back in the bowl on the bar.
Back in the bowl.
Yeah. Taking the half-drunk ales, pouring them back in the jug behind the counter.
as you're doing to the barrel, yeah.
Yep. It's about 4 hours in, and into the bar comes Skinny from Elias's retinue, and he looks round. Are you there, or would you be elsewhere?
Yeah, probably.
Spotting you, and heads over to the table, taken aback at the moment by Badger.
Am I sitting at the table with him?
Yes.
Yep.
Flynn and the Badger, I guess.
Yeah.
May I?
Of course you can.
We spoke earlier. My name's Skinny. I'm working for Elias.
Yeah.
You told me about what you did early this morning and how good it was. Very grateful and all that sort of business. Elias has just dispatched me. He's quite a busy man himself. To see if you would be willing to take on any kind of investigative work.
We can hear about it.
Well, Elias is interested in a couple of artifacts, and we've got a few people on the payroll looking around asking about them, but there's only so far we can spread our net. So while not a full-time endeavour, we just wondered if, while you were around, you could ask some questions.
I'm sure we can do that.
Well, we're particularly interested in acquiring a special item for my master for use, well, in combat. It's a spear. Spear of the Gods, it's called.
Right.
Yeah. It's got weather-based abilities, shall we say. But we know it to be last heard about in this continent. And it's our understanding there are a few treasure hunting parties operating from that encampment that they've got up in Briudor.
Alright.
So if you folks are that way yourselves, for any reason, just wouldn't hurt to just keep your ears open, and if you hear anything about a location, let us know, and then we'll send a party up to try and recover the artifact. Nice and easy.
What about if we recover it?
Well, for the information, we'd be happy to hand you 10 gold. But if you find it yourself and recover it for Elias, we'd be happy to pass you on 500 gold.
10 gold each.
10 gold each.
500 gold each.
500 gold each.
We couldn't push to 500 gold each. That'd be far too expensive.
200 each.
I think sometime. I know you're busy with music, but maybe I should teach you about numbers sometime soon.
No.
200 is no good?
I don't think you understand. 50 badgers. And the ability to control the weather.
I'm sorry, where does the badgers come from?
I'm sourcing them.
Yeah. Are you planning on keeping the spear and getting paid for it still?
I don't. Where did the badgers come?
Don't question the badgers.
I feel like I need to question the badgers.
Don't.
I'm sorry, Skay.
Nobody questions the badger.
I'm not questioning the badger.
I can
Surely-
see you need a moment to discuss this. I'll just go get myself a drink.
Surely a spear called the Spear of God is worth more than 500 gold.
I mean, yes, probably.
There's a minimum of what, 4 of us? It's 125 gold. I mean, I don't get out of a hole in the ground for 125 gold.
200 each. He can spare that. Look what they're wearing, look what they're packing, how many men they got.
Look at the size of their coin purse.
I have also seen how much they spent on drinks tonight, so.
See? Got someone behind the bar
They've got 50-year-olds.
with the right know-how. With the right know-how. With the right name. We could take this city.
And maybe play with the Spirit of the Gods on our way back. Take him for all he's got.
Well, they aren't cancelled. They aren't cancelled.
If we've got the Spirit of the Gods, why don't we just kill this Elias and take over his troop? More badgers.
You need a leash.
Feeling the badgers, just more.
I don't know. That does sound good.
We can take on the council. Storm the council. I know, man. I think there's 50 badgers.
Storm the castle.
The havoc bit.
Okay, I feel like we need less badger talk.
No. Think about it. We unleash 50 badgers. Pandemonium.
Scary! Over here.
Yes. Come to conclusion.
If we have any information, I'm sure we can pass it on.
Nah.
Whether we'd be able to retrieve the artifact, I think, depends on said information. We're obviously, I won't say thinned out at the moment with our responsibilities, but not thinned out enough to keep our ears open.
Well, I totally understand and appreciate that. Oh, information. If you come across it, 10 gold each, least we can do. Elias happy to extend that towards you in gratitude of your service to the city. If you are planning to go north, Elias has told me he'd be happy to extend my own abilities, and I'd be happy to accompany you if you need any additional service. But again, if not, I totally understand.
That's fair.
Skinny, what can you do?
Oh, I'm nowhere near as skilled as my master, but I'm quite capable in combat. I'm a team player.
How many goblins have you killed?
How many goblins have I killed? I lost track after 40.
So we can't count above 40.
You soldier boys
Yes.
got quite a deep voice, haven't you?
Well, I don't think my voice is particularly deep.
You said that you might be able to help us out a little bit. Do you reckon you can go and get me a couple of boys to help me out with the little thing I've got in a minute? All I need you to do is sing.
Sing?
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice deep baritone. Nice bass.
I don't have a
That's all I
singing.
need.
I don't have a singing voice at all.
So you don't even need to sing, just hum.
Yeah, just hum.
Well, what would I mean? I could ask some of the other boys, but really, we are busy on important singing.
Well, we did kind of sort out a troll ogre thing for you before.
That is true. That is true. What would my boys have to sing?
All they've got to do is hum. They've got to come and meet me here at a certain time and hum.
Hum.
You know, the badgers fall for a pose, shoot that. That's all they need.
I can't say I've heard of it now.
Simple, we'll fill you in later. Just get your boys.
Bring them here for dusk. Well, a bit early before dusk. Bring them here. I'll let them in, and then we'll sort out.
I'll see if anybody's free.
All right.
Don't sweat if they're not. We understand you are dealing with an ogre.
Yeah. Well, we've got it to a secure location now, so.
Okay. It's fair.
All right. Well, as I say, any information about that spear, do let us know.
Cheers, good.
Any information? We don't suck near Brewdor. I say we cash in on that.
Let's sort A's out first, and then you go cash in on that. So, sorted. I'm gonna sit back down.
All right.
The troop's weird, I think.
You don't like him?
Weirdly, I think I do. Well, they're not. Are they sure?
Well,
In fact, they said, our friend Skinny there said that militia came, they saw what had happened, and they just took the body and left. Didn't really care much for, the safety of an entire market.
well.
Said they had it in hand.
Look at the bigger picture. I know we're going to be going outside in a bit of singing, dancing, and whooping, but we're going to get a really good foothold in that council,
I know.
and then you can twist that knife any way you want. So anything you can do to help this go smoothly.
I'm just considering the fact
Yeah.
that they may be a little more receptive than I first thought. I thought, they are military, that sort of thing, righteous cause. No offense, Olga. I don't know. Maybe there's something there.
What?
I think that's about most we need to speak on it.
We can investigate the investigation.
Exactly. Plus, these numbers our friend gave, oh boy. Turns out they're, for lack of a better term, fucking over some people in the money
And if
department.
we can do that, then we can take everything.
I like the ambition.
Always think big.
And frankly, I'm
From a small man, you got to think big.
I don't even really want to take control. I just want change.
I'm going to get you some change.
The council could go through having a bear on it.
If you say
Having a badger.
You save that voice badger, we're going to need that in a minute.
All right. You may continue resting for an additional 4 hours. I will let you have a long rest for having done nothing all day.
What does that do? Do I get my spells back or just one?
Oh yes.
long rest is your spells. Spells, hit points, half hit dice.
Yeah, kind of half snooze for the bulk of the day.
This might come in handy.
I really do hope you thought of something.
And I'll do a second shift for another 3 silver. More relaxed shift for 2 silver?
No, because you're either working or you're not working, and if you're working, then you won't be involved in anything.
Gotcha, now I thought the second rest they were taking, I'd be doing something else.
You've only taken one long rest.
I have.
Wait, no, you haven't actually, because you've worked, haven't you?
That's what I'm thinking, yeah. So they've had short rest, but then that turned into a long rest.
No, I had a short rest.
I had a short rest. They were going for a long rest.
Gotcha. That makes sense.
So
Thank you.
yeah, you decided to work.
Yeah, gotcha now.
But that's finished. If you want to try and take a rest now.
I can just sort of sit here and just not be tired anymore. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Performance of my life.
Coming up to dusk.
Right,
All right.
let's go out to the set. Go out, let's meet him.
Right. Harris is out there.
Yeah.
Outside, looking like pale. You alright, Badgers?
Flynn, the badgers. We've all got this.
What exactly have we got?
We're gonna woo Steph.
We are going to put our performance and our lives out there.
Before Steph comes, if you could not grab her, like just escort her in a little bit, so that there's all this romanticness going on. Not so they're so close, because these two, they're gonna put words in his mouth. So you don't really need to say anything. You just need to move your mouth.
What?
Here's a robe. I bought you a robe.
Oh my god, what's that?
Put that robe on.
Well, it looks like I'm some sort of gift giver or something.
You'll be alright. You'll be alright. You're jolly.
Right. Okay. Skinny also turns up.
Right, Skinny?
Yes, Elias said that I'm at your disposal for the day, so
Have you got any more?
just me, I'm
Can
afraid.
you hum?
I'm not really musically inclined.
If you can hum though, you can go.
I'll give it a go.
That's all I need you to do, mate. I need you to stand over by me,
Okay.
and then we're going to do a bit of a roll. When I start singing,
There's nothing illegal about any of this,
there's
is
nothing
there?
legal about it. This is all for romance.
All right.
It's all for love. As soon as I start singing, I want you to give it a little bit and then come in. a bit of a roll. So I'll start first, then you just come on a bit of a backup.
A bit of I just do that.
You just go. Yeah, just give it a little bit of funk. Rub a bit of funk on it, and you'll be right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
You just stay by me. If I move, you move.
All right.
Simple as.
Okay.
Are we all primed and ready?
HP max, go to max.
Okay.
1 second. Skinny,
Yes.
I promise
primed
you,
and ready.
once this is
Primed and
over,
ready,
I'll
and
buy
I'll
you a
give you
drink.
warm bardic
Because you are going to
inspiration.
need that.
Bardic inspiration.
Let's go. Okay.
No, it's just this may not end how they think it does.
Okay.
But I'm entertaining it because I think it'll be funny.
Regardless, I'm at your disposal, and everyone, even a soldier needs to have some downtime. So
It's a lovely life. Are we all ready?
My pen is not. It is running out.
Are you hidden or?
It's pretty hard to hide a badger. 9-foot badger.
Don't forget the flowers for Harris.
Oh, you take the flowers. You give them to Steph.
Why am I giving them to Seth? That makes it feel like I don't have one.
No,
You want
because then.
Harris, we'll give him to Steph.
Okay, yeah, that'll do. Yeah, I don't really do gifts. I just sing.
And neither do I. I don't do either of those things.
If you give her them,
We'll say
creates like some spark, some illusion for her.
I'll do it.
I will.
I
send a
have no
message.
illusion
I'll do
magic,
that.
and even if I did, Sardonyx would not look in that favour.
he sends a message going to be badger related.
I'll do that. I'll. If he gives him the flowers, give Steph the flowers, and says they're from her, and then I'll create an illusion so they sparkle and do that sort of stuff. Then when she comes in, you're like guarding Steph.
Flynn, I have an idea.
Yeah.
I have a pouch here. Maybe
Yeah.
you don't have to create any illusions. Maybe you could just sprinkle them on the top of the flowers.
What is it?
I have no idea.
You don't know what it is.
No.
You could be putting crack on her flowers.
Where did you even get that? In fact, actually, no, don't answer that.
I found
I
it.
don't think I...
You found it.
That's arguably...
could be bloody stone dust for all we know.
Grab it on your guns.
No, I need to perform. I need to be fully aware of what's going on. I can't be putting crack on my guns. Maybe later. If the perform goes well, I will dip my finger in there and I'll test it.
No, I think it is just a simple love potion.
You think it's a love potion?
It's in a fucking paper bag.
How do you
Oh,
know?
best
How do you
potions.
administer your love potions?
We don't want to kill this girl.
Quite frankly, I don't. As I've said
Yeah.
to Mr. Flynn here, I do not use magic to enhance any odds. Of
You
anything.
were wanting to make the flowers sparkle, yes?
Any magic shall not come from me. This
And
is
we
I
sprinkle
have
some
my
of this
limits.
and her eyes would sparkle.
My understanding of sardonyx is as long as you give with one hand and take with the other, then you are
I think
carbon neutral. Then sardonyx favours it.
Sardonyx does not look. Sardonyx does not like the altering of the odds.
But if you alter the odds good and bad at the same time, have they really been altered?
Yes,
If they cancel each other out.
She's covered.
that's just altering the odds twice.
Let's prep. Do you want to sprinkle them on the
No,
flowers?
it's okay. I will save it for another occasion.
I'll tell you what.
Let's get high level.
If this goes success, I will dip my finger in that bag and I will put it on my gums.
And you will find out what it is.
I work hard. I party hard. Okay?
Skinny is. I'm not sure you should just.
What?
If you don't know what it is, you definitely shouldn't put it in your mouth.
Yeah, but this is rock and roll. Skinny, you stay with me, my friend.
Well,
You stay with me.
you're the boss for tonight, anyway.
Are we ready?
I'm not.
No, me neither. Final discussion of the plan. What's gonna happen?
So you're gonna bring Steph in to the clearing, which I've set up all these flowers. Then he's gonna stand over there. Them two are gonna give him information of what to say. Right? If he's failing, I'm hoping that Badger's just gonna take over and start talking for him. I'm gonna put some background music in with Skinny. Me and Skinny are gonna put some background music in. And a bit higher and lower. There we go. If all else fails, I will drop out of the music, I will charm Hayes, and I will just be Hayes, and I will tell him what to do to get these two together. We've got to do anything we can do to get these two together, because if we get them together, Hayes is in our pocket, you get away into the council, we get more information, more paperwork, everything opens up. It all comes down to this. And if it works, I'm about to go and do some drugs in a bag. And I tell you what, if it works, I'm going to go and buy him a badger. If this works, I'm going to buy you 2 badgers.
This is the weirdest revolution I've ever heard of. I really hope this goes well for both of us.
Team in.
Badgers!
Go badgers. Right, we're ready.
Alright. So, you're waiting there,
Yeah.
and then there's some movement from the side street. And stumbling around the corner comes a guy. Stumbling along. He starts moving towards your group.
Mate, what do you want?
I put my ale down, and now I don't have one.
Points over here. Come over here.
Where? Where? What?
Points over here, mate.
Over where?
It's behind me.
Oh, great! Yay!
Skinny. Get him. Get him out.
All right, you come with me, sir. Right. Skinny puts his hand on his shoulder. Let's get you a nice sit down and perhaps something to sober you up.
Lost that bass back up.
It's alright. I could deal without. Right, so Drunkard's gone.
And then she appears on the street.
Go. You've got the flowers, remember the flowers?
Am I outside still?
Yeah.
Right, I'll wait for her to come to me because it feels weird for me walking up to her.
Yep.
So she starts walking into the clearing, looking a bit uncertain.
What's her name?
Steph.
Steph. Welcome.
Oh, we met you earlier.
Yes, part of the badges, yes. I'm here to welcome you.
Did Aris arranged all of this?
Yes, he has. And he's brought these for you.
Oh.
And as
Why
it
didn't
passes over, I do minor illusion, and they all go.
And I cast message and say, the prettiest flowers in Misty Hass are nothing compared to the beauty within your eyes.
So you're casting message.
As a cantrip, yes. So
As a
she hears it as like a pop-up audio card in her brain.
And Aris arranged all this? And where is he?
He's quite inside. No, open up.
Harris comes out, his hands in his pockets.
You really should go.
He walks up, like looking down at his feet, and then looks up at her.
Steph, my darling, you are looking absolutely radiant tonight. No, he needs to say it. I'm telling him what to say, so he's just going to say what I've said.
What, Steph?
Steph, my darling, repeat after me.
Steph, darling.
You are looking absolutely radiant tonight.
You're looking,
Absolutely radiant.
you're looking,
Absolutely.
absolutely
Radiant.
radiant
Tonight.
tonight.
Do.
Mm.
Can you feel the love tonight?
This, Harris, this is all a bit, this is all a bit much.
Apologies, I must have paid them too much.
Apologies. I think I've given them a bit too much of my coins, you know, and they've just got
Hefty coins.
carried away.
Carried away.
Sorry, Harris. Should we tone this down a bit? Yes.
Yeah. What? I was just saying, yeah. Yes to what?
Can you feel
Sorry, no. I shouted. Should we tone this down, Harris? So
Yeah, it's a bit much. Skinny's there. Ah! I'm not sure if I'm doing it right. Ah!
Turn it down.
Quiet.
Skinny, quiet. No, just quiet. Skinny, shut up.
I'm so sorry.
quickly, the badger's full proposed.
Oh, look, Steph, I'm really sorry. I think I messed this whole thing up. All I wanted to say was that I thought that you're really nice and stuff, and
Flynn, moving to background music.
What's that?
I know that your family's all wealthy and stuff, and I ain't got a lot of money, but I was wondering if you wouldn't mind, just like hanging out a bit.
Hanging out? But you gotta understand, Harris. You're from the West Docks, and I'm from north of town. I'm used to something a little more refined, not quite as. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but you're a bit rough.
Is the corner dark?
Pull him out.
Harris. We need.
I'm so sorry, Steph. I'll be back in a
seconds,
second.
Steph. Just a band issue over here.
Oh, help me out, guys! I'm blowing it really bad.
Not.
Disguise self. I now disguise myself as him.
Okay.
And I walk out.
Can you feel the love tonight?
I think we're past that, Badger.
No, it's okay.
No.
It's okay.
We go again.
We're going again. We're starting over.
So I approach you,
Yeah.
disguised as Aris,
Yeah.
and I go, shall I cancel all the cakes we have ordered and those 12 bouquets of flowers and the
Right.
firework displays as well? That was
Okay.
not too much.
It may be too much. Let me discuss with my love.
I shall do so.
You cast disguise self and disguise yourself as Harris.
Yeah.
You can make yourself appear 1 foot taller or shorter than your normal form.
Shit.
I've already
I will do it. But I will put the shoes on my knees. So it looks like the shoes are on my knees. So I'm not any taller, and I will walk towards it. So literally, if I'm this big anyway, so I can make myself 1 foot taller. So now like that. Yeah. So I will nick someone's shoes, put the shoes down there, so I'm still not that tall, and I will walk towards her, going, Steph, my love.
Like you're on your knees
Yeah.
making it.
Steph, my love. Let me start over. I do not wish to get up, because your love is so heavy to me that it crushes me to the floor. And then I'll turn over and go, we may have to cancel all of the cakes and the fireworks.
Your voice seems so different.
It's because love changes in such many ways. And you being here so radiant has brought out the inner of me.
Make a persuasion roll.
No. Have I got bardic me?
You did, didn't you?
I did give him bardic inspiration, and I am also singing a ballad behind him. And it's no sacrifice. No sacrifice.
Oh man, I'm rooting for you. I hope you get this.
Come on.
Let's go on.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
D6.
D6.
Can. Turn, turn.
What? Where'd you get that from?
What's your total?
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
20.
A very tired 20.
Can you feel the love, Steph? Because I can.
It is where we are.
You've made a lot of effort. Perhaps if we could go somewhere a little less, just a little less, and talk, just the two of us.
Where would you like to go?
Well, let's just walk for a little bit through the streets.
Your weight pushes me down so much that I can't walk. maybe if we...
Master Harris, would you
Yeah.
like to ride the badger alongside your companion?
Maybe if he carries me.
You see, when a man is overcome with these emotions, it makes him weak at the knees.
I am so weak at the knees right now.
In fact, what if I offered to carry you both?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Master Harris.
I tell you what, Aris, you've given me a lot to think about. I'm going to go home.
Don't go.
I'm going to go home.
Steph,
But-
the badger has ruined this. Please, give Master Harris one more chance. I will leave now.
If everyone leaves and we can just sit down at a table, would that be okay?
Do you need the love potion to take with you, Master?
What?
They have no
there's the
love
fact.
potions. They have no love potions.
You're not trying to
Please.
drug me, are you?
No, this bag here is nothing. See?
Master, will you stop? That was my sandwich from earlier. Those are buttery crumbs.
Let me send all these people away.
Did you do it?
Yeah, I did it.
I can't show my face over again.
I
like this place.
Can you roll a d10?
Oh my God, Lord Almighty.
Why are you
No,
keeping
they're both
that?
D10s.
Oh, D10. An 8.
Okay.
I'm a hardcore rock and roller though.
You're resistant to drugs.
Yeah. I've built up a tolerance.
Oh God.
A tolerance to pep. Powdered horn.
You gain the alert feature for the next 4 hours.
No way!
You can't be surprised while you're conscious, and you get a +5 bonuses to initiative.
Oh God.
Other creatures can't get advantage on you on attack rolls as a result of being unseen by you.
Steph! Your love is so... Maybe if we just sit down in this bar, I will send everybody away because I am that good.
Okay, all right. Well, let's just sit down and talk, and then
Everybody, please go over to the other side of the bar.
Would you prefer if we put on a performance over there so all eyes are on us and away
Yes,
from you?
yes, that would be amazing. Thank you, Steph. Please come this way. And I'll
I
on my
find it quiet.
knees shimmer.
Harris, meantime, is over there.
You can
Well,
play.
what's going on? I was supposed to be. I was.
You've got control of this.
I was going to be with him now. He's pretending to be me. He's going to get in there.
Skinny, sort it
Yeah.
out.
What do you mean, sort him out?
Badger, just give him some of the love potion.
Aris, we're professionals. We've just done the old switcheroo. What we're going to do is we're going to switch back. He's going to do the talking. You're going to do the actions.
Oh yeah, all right. A minute.
Meanwhile, Skinny's like, I'm not sure I'm okay with this.
Give Skinny the love potion.
Skinny, I have not been okay with any of this. So we are in the same boat.
Skinny, take a bump of this, my good man.
Please, please do not get. I'm just going to take Skinny to.
How's a badger scale? What are you on about?
It is the finest truffle powder.
I'm going to get you that drink I offered you, and I'm going to profusely apologise.
All right. So everybody else clears off and leaves. Just you with Steph.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to put on a small performance in the corner to draw eyes on me and away from those two.
Okay.
With a hat in front of him, so we're going to collect some money.
Badger fund.
Yep.
Free the badger.
Free the badgers.
Badger homing fund.
Okay. Okay. Aris. Well, without anybody else, what is it you want to say to me?
I have loved you from afar, Steph. I have seen you in that office, and you make my day every time I come in.
This sounds so different. You're not like this in the office at all.
Let me tell you a secret. What you see is not actually me. It is all a game.
You're not you.
The person that you see at the office and around, I try to pretend to act like that, so I don't have a lot of responsibilities at work. But really, this is me.
Focus on writing poems about my love for you.
And I focus on writing poems about you. You know, when you see me at work and I've got my head down, all I'm doing is thinking about writing poems for you. But sometimes I have to play the game where I pretend to be the other person.
Oh,
But this is me for you.
It's because there's other guys around and you feel like you've got to be one of them.
Yes. You know the world as it is. But this is me for you. Sometimes when we go walking, I might pretend to be that guy. But really deep down, you know that this is how I feel for you.
You can make me a persuasion roll.
Do I get any more dice?
I don't.
I think my lovely flute playing's mighty inspirational.
Ooh, okay.
Alright, there we go. What about because I'm on crack?
If anything, that's made you more scary.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. And I'm like twitching as well. I'm like,
No, you're not touching. You're vibing to the flute.
vibing.
I am going to go now, Aris.
Yes.
Do you know where my house is?
Of course I do.
Alright. Wait till midnight
Yeah.
and come to my window.
Yeah. Can I come in?
I'm going to think while I'm there. But if I say no, you must accept that answer. But if I say yes, promise me you won't talk about it at work tomorrow.
Then I'll lean in and I'll grab her by the hands and I'll go,
Your hands feel very small.
it's just the adrenaline of everything that's going on. Things might seem bigger later.
Especially your coin
But
purse.
whatever happens between us tonight, let it be for tonight. And then tomorrow, let us see what brings.
Midnight. She extracts her hand from your tiny hands
Yeah.
and walks away.
Okay. And then I'm going to wait until she gets out the door, and then I'm going, ah! And I'm still buzzing on crack. So I will go to the team, and I will say,
Great, thank God, that's all.
Flee the badger.
Hayes, this is what you're going to do, mate. You've just
Aris.
got to get there. Aris, your name is irrelevant.
Oh.
It doesn't surprise me.
I'm on crack, okay?
Right, so what's going on then? Have you scared her off?
No, she is going to wait for you tonight. You're going to go to her house,
What?
and whether you're going to wait for her window and she's going to have it open or she's going to have it closed. Whatever she decides.
I'll get straight in there and do the deed.
You don't do the deed.
Precisely. We've done the docking for you. You're going to have to do the...
You've got to do the hard work now, boy.
Oh, well, if there's something that I'm skilled at, it's physical activities.
You got to do me a favour though. If you go in and you do the deeds,
Yeah.
you keep it hushed.
What? Don't tell you
You
what.
don't tell anyone. You can tell us, but you can't tell anybody else.
Oh, well, it sounds worth it, doesn't it?
Yeah?
Yeah. All right. I'm going over there right now.
No, midnight.
Oh,
And then I'm going to go, has anybody got a quill? I'm going to write it on his hand.
Can you count to midnight, Aris?
I don't know.
Shouldn't we just escort him at midnight and stay hidden?
It might be the same.
I don't know, I'm a little bit buzzing at the moment.
I just think you're a nerd. You're not deficient in stealth, my friend.
I believe if our appearance would sour the moment. I trust our friend here to make it to midnight unaccompanied.
Every occasion's a good occasion for a badger.
But remember,
I apologise. This is not an opportunity for a
there, Joe.
I accept.
Sorry.
How lit is the town at midnight? It shouldn't
There's not very well lit now.
Well, do you want to go with him?
Perfect for a black dragonborn.
We can go with him. We can hide. We don't have to go next to him, but we can make sure that he gets there.
Escort him from a distance.
Two maximum. Having all
What about if he gets robbed?
I think 2 people.
What is he going to get robbed of? Cocaine?
Have you seen the size of his coin purse?
Well, I'm happy if you want to go with him. Then I'll just sit here because, like,
Yeah, I feel like as I guess your band manager here, I need to keep an eye on you.
do me proud, Alex.
Yeah, I'll give it a go over.
But remember, mate, because we've done this for you, we're going to come and see you tomorrow, and we want all the info that's going on.
Well, like what I did.
No, yeah, we're going to want that as well.
We'll come to you when you need to. In as stated before, quiet about everything until we get there.
You're an honorary badger now.
All right. So, we'll fade to black on tonight's activity. And pick up in the morning.
Oh my god.
So, Jamie, how much money did I earn for the Free the Badger Foundation Fund?
Didn't know anything. You were there for like 3 minutes. At night.
Aris was also there for 3 minutes.
So we're just going to have to free the badgers another day, boys.
This
Okay.
this ends. This ends. How does this end?
You've had enough of us, haven't you?
No, he's our band manager.
Well, he has to put up with us, doesn't he?
Okay,
God.
you guys then sleep the night.
Yeah.
So it's a fresh day. You get full rest now.
Fabulous.
So the sun is up. It's a cool morning, but the due to be warm. But look at the sky. You can hear the seagulls from down the docks. It's yeah. So what's the plans today?
Okay. You got more of that powder?
You're itching a little bit. You're itching a little bit.
just feel a little bit of a come down. So if you've got a bit more, I might have a little go.
No, I sprinkled all over the dogs.
Oh, did you?
For the fishes.
Can you roll a d10 for your fishes, please?
I didn't know.
Well,
I'm curious to see what might have happened to them. Okay.
I reckon we go check our boy, eh?
Unfettered access to the council offices.
Damn right.
That's all we're about to hear of a third scandal in the council.
Let's go.
Okay, where are we going?
We're going to check up on our boy.
All right. So go back to the halls. It's quite early in the morning, so it's not as bustling as it was. But sure enough, Aris is there at his desk.
I'm going to walk up and go,
Morning, everyone.
morning, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm alright.
Badger.
I'm alright.
How did it go?
Oh, you know. It was,
He's going to say laugh as me.
It's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Gonna see you again?
I hope so.
Okay. Maybe.
She asked me a whole bunch of questions afterwards and I just kept going, yeah.
So,
I gotta be honest, I wasn't even listening. I hope I didn't agree to anything.
so my friend,
Yeah.
we've helped you out.
Oh yeah, anything you want.
Now you're going to help us out a little bit.
Alright, okay.
It's early in the morning. I think my friend here would like unattended access to maybe some rooms.
Well, as long as there's no one else in there, I can get you in, yeah.
Let's go.
As long as my boss don't see you, it's all good.
Where's your boss?
Well, he's usually in a meeting for the first hour of the day, so I don't see him. Should be good right now.
Steph comes in at this point, walks across the centre of the room, sees you all round his desk and does not look over. Looks straight down the centre of the room to where her desk is.
Is anyone gonna stop this?
You want to get access, don't you? You've got it here. You just tell this man what room you want to go in. And I'll tell you what, if his boss comes out while you're in there, I'll distract him. Have at it.
I don't even know what I'm looking for.
Everything. You're looking for everything.
Anything that's-
How they training badgers, for starters.
Anything that's
I already
evidence.
thought I had enough to start putting the thread.
Instead of putting that thread, pull the jumper.
I was going to say, we're pulling the whole jumper now.
You get in there and you find anything that we can use against the council.
Go out with a sticky goat and we've got some real information here.
How on earth is this session called The Sewers?
Well, it is a bit dirty.
Well done. That was good.
I got right in the gutter.
Oh, man.
I guess the badgers are starting a revolution then. Lead the way. Find somewhere that's not.
So he takes you off to a side room that's got a whole bunch of boxes built into the wall filled with scrolls.
I'm not sure exactly how the file system works. What is it you want to see?
We're just looking for a couple pieces of information, some lost documents.
Alright, I'll leave you to it, shall I?
I'm a little bit. I'm familiar with these sort of filing systems. I should be fine now, but I'll come to you if I need you.
Alright, okay.
I'll be out by his desk.
So he comes out, I think, immediately looks down to the right of the halls where Steph is. See if she's looking. She's not.
I'm going to speak to Steph.
Oh no.
We're already in deep shit.
I'm just going to go, milady.
Oh, hello.
Do not worry, Master Harris is a true gentleman.
What? What?
I'm not there.
I'm in danger!
I'm by Harris.
What did he say?
Nothing, because he is a true gentleman.
About the date.
About
About the river.
about your date with him at the Foreign Coast last night. He's not said a word to anybody. Not even to me, his most loyal servant.
Make a deception roll.
James is going to go to bed tonight dreaming about this.
He's gonna wake
And
up,
I'm not.
he's going to wake up sweating with badgers all over home and badgers. Dirty 20.
Okay.
Oh my God.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Are you, just between the two of us, are you planning on doing anything else?
What do you mean?
No, as in second dates or
Marriage.
He wasn't what I expected. He was far more skilled with his tongue than I thought. He said things last night which I wasn't expecting to come out of his mouth. I just didn't think he had words like that. So I'm going to think about it today. But I can't have anybody at work knowing he'd ruin us, so... I'm going to. It's like it didn't happen this morning. It didn't happen. I'll see how I feel later in the day.
Understood, my lady.
Meanwhile, down the other end of the hall.
Like, Irish, mate, play it cool.
Well, I ain't gone over there.
Yeah, but don't look. You're talking to me.
I know, but I want to look at her so much.
Yeah, play it cool.
If anybody else goes and talks to her, I'm going to hurt them.
I'm going to do a big badger. I'm going to do a big badger bow and walk away.
Okay. All right. So in the document
Right. So I do have no idea how any of this following system works.
Well, what kind of thing are you looking for?
I don't know. I told you. I'm gonna start. All right.
There's like 800 or 900 scrolls here.
Scrolls.
Listen, a child might have been conceived at the cost of you finding you don't know what.
I wasn't expecting this.
He came here tonight expecting to go into the sewers. Now he's in the inner workings of the council.
Yeah, I was not expecting to plan a revolution today. Okay, so I guess I'm just no idea where to start. I start on the nearest section. Just look what's there.
HR files. I need dirt on people. Would you be looking through them?
That's not a bad idea, actually. But I did say that first, so it probably wouldn't come to be. The literally first come to mind is what's the nearest thing.
HR files.
Yeah, his famous HR files.
Water cooler.
Because I mean, I don't even know what room I'm in. This could just be some random storage closet. I mean, obviously it's not because there's a lot of scrolls, but.
Okay, so the first scroll you pick up is a breakdown of revenue from taxes brought in from fishery. It's not terribly exciting reading.
The numbers add up.
At a glance, you think so?
Take complete opposite direction. Fuck them with that. You know, that might be the MO here. Literally one side to the other. See what's there.
Okay, roll me a d20.
While this is happening, I'm going to say to Harris, if your boss comes out, I want you to
It's
tell
technically a
him
new
straight.
day, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get to.
Yeah. It's an 18 and a 5. I don't want to use any of those on this roll though. So 17.
Okay, you find a document which is referring to arrangements. This is a council document. It's arrangements owed to the People's Enterprise, which is involved with the production of the People's Temple, the People's Quarry, and other agreements made with the previous management of the town regarding supplies and revenues to be provided to certain individuals.
Does link up with the past, with the other documents. Oh, the People's Quarry, of course. They're fucking over the people. They're literally. That's something. Okay, I'm. So it was arrangements to money owed to the People's Quarry.
A certain portion of the revenue and produce certainly from the People's Quarry was to go to the People's Organisation, which is being headed by an individual known as Dramos.
Dramos, yeah. I've met Dramos first session. I cussed him out.
Based on what you've seen before,
How much was your badge?
a portion of the revenue from the quarry is being diverted and falsely reported to them,
If the thing goes.
Reported
to the People's Enterprise headed by Dramos.
Game plan for plan comes out prematurely.
What?
Game plan.
might be something to look
We're
into.
just going to distract him.
Can be on Razzle Dazzle.
Literally
If I've
get in
got
front of him,
time, because I know
and
I
then,
might not
one
have too
of us
much
goes
time.
and,
Sort of scrolling through looking for anything
What's
related to the People's Enterprise.
Is that
That's,
dust?
that's
You
going
just
to be
blow
the
dust
last
in my
bit.
face.
Give me a.
Oh,
I'll take an investigation check on this one.
I'm going to use the 18.
Oh, have you got some?
Okay.
And
See?
that puts up to a 21.
Can I have a little bit?
I'm not going to risk that.
So
Can I just have a little bit?
you search through 5, 6, 7 scrolls, and then you find it was a motion put to the council, headed by Doraz,
Kick off in a minute.
who was attempting to ensure that certain individuals did not gain too much of a foothold of power in town. To that end, ownership by certain dangerous individuals was to be curtailed. The council voted against it.
In the meantime, someone needs to roll a d10 again.
The motion was put forward again a month later, but was again the motion was put against it. Sten argued extensively about what the town owed to the people's enterprise. And he was backed up by Andro.
His name's also.
Well, you don't remember who Andro is?
No, I think.
When you used to go into the halls, Andrew used to sit at the desk outside Sten's room.
Yeah.
That's something. I want to do a quick peek outside the door.
Okay, well, just as you get to that school, oh, look, my boss is just coming out of the back room there.
Okay, well, something's happened. So she had a bit of love potion dust left, so I had a little bit of it,
You've taken some of that, have you?
and she's going to have it in her hand.
It will be,
Well,
it will
you
be
said-
the last
you
piece.
said-
If you take some more, it's the last bit.
Oh, I won't.
Oh.
No, I won't have it then. If it's because she's got a plan. She's got a plan for it.
Okay.
That's right then. I'm not a crackhead.
So he's just leaving.
He's just coming out of the door at the back of the hall, which is not very far away from Steph's desk.
You're going to instruct him, and I'll just go.
Yeah. We'll go up to him. What's his name?
Glenn.
Glenn.
Okay, so Clem comes out. He's wearing what looks to be almost like a judge's kind of robe.
Yeah.
Really. He comes out. He's thinning on top, but he's got a small cap on there. But you can see how the hair is thin underneath it. It's to one side.
Okay. I'm going to cast before he sees me. Mm-hmm. I'm going to cast disguise myself.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Well, first of all, make a stealth check because you are in a hall which has got a whole
Okay,
bunch of
yeah.
people. So see if anybody else notices.
probably will.
Advantage because they're all staring at the badger-coloured dragonborn with a pituitary gland disorder.
Oh yes.
19.
Nobody sees you because they're staring at the badger with the
Yeah.
pituitary gland disorder. So you disguise yourself as
A Italian shopkeeper.
an Italian shopkeeper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, what's his name again?
Clem.
Clem. I'm going to go, Clem! Clem, you come on, you got to stop my shop out! And then I'm going to walk towards him. Clem, you said you got to come and stop my shop out!
He looks around as if he's looking for someone else to possibly intercept this scenario before it gets him.
I'm rushing to her. Clem, you're going to
yes.
stop my shop out! Remember when the goats came into the shop? And
I don't remember. No.
No, you're
Hey, how can you not remember his shop, eh?
You came in and you told me you're going to stop my shop with the
Oh,
goats.
are you two together?
No, I've never seen the badger man before in my life.
This is when I try and sneak out while they're...
Okay, you can make a stealth check for me, please, with advantage.
Are you going to do your...
Yeah, so what I would like to do is pick up a bunch of documents from Harris's desk.
Yeah.
As if I'm-
No, don't incriminate him.
No, hang on, just to look as if I work there.
Yeah.
And I'm carrying some documents, right? And I'm walking nonchalantly towards Clem, right? I trip, and then I sneeze. I blow a bit of powder in his face.
Okay.
What is with all your stuff?
19.
19. So you come at the door. You can hear them shouting down the other end of the room.
Mamma mia!
Make a dex check, please.
But whether you're going to solve the city's badger problem, eh?
That's a saving throw.
Dex, no, not save throw, a dex check.
Just because
Right, sorry, yes.
We
Yes,
got some juice.
Wasn't a rich section. Not very
Oh,
good.
you got some juice.
I'm personally not smart enough to see the
Five.
actions, but
Well,
A
bring it all in.
5.
Bring it all in.
So
No, I'm saying, like,
you
as I-
put the paper to sneeze and you blow the pep, but it just goes wide in the air. Can you make a dexterity saving throw, please?
Oh, no.
hey, you might get those drugs out.
might be positive.
Yes, for drug tests when you get stopped by the militia.
16.
21.
All right. So fortunately, the pep misses the two of you as well. Just get blasted into the air. Look, everybody, calm down. And there's a proper way to complain about these things. If you just go and see one of my aides here, they'll take down your complaint and we'll get it all sorted for you.
Are you out?
He's out.
Yeah.
But I got to be on my pizzas. I'm just going to walk off.
Well, I'm going to go over to Aris and I'm going to gesture frantically while speaking to him, and then I'm going to placate myself and give him a very gracious thank you, like in front of Clem. Obviously, like Aris has just sorted me out like that.
You get over and Aris' desk. Why about it? Namaste.
After Aris says, "You what?" and then I'm going to thank Clem for the competency of his aides, and I'm going to. Do you want to make a deception check?
I would like you to make a deception check.
16.
Oh, God,
Okay.
right today.
Can I attempt to solve the papers for Aris at the same time to return those to his desk?
Okay,
So-
yeah, you go shuffle them up. Clem is quite successfully distracted by what's going on with Badger here. Okay, so you get up all the papers as well. And what, you can return them to...
Yes,
your
as
desk?
if Aris solved all those equations and is an absolute brilliant admin at the.
Okay. So in short, you recover the papers, you put on your little thing, and you all slip out of the halls into the market street.
Lovely.
Right, now let's go down these sewers.
Did you find any juice?
Found something, alright?
Spill beans.
Not in public.
It's the best place to spill them.
I don't know.
We could go for a pint.
Anyway, but the hung up.
Go to Winchester, wait for it to blow over.
We could go check out our new digs with Nugget or whatever his name is.
Nugget.
I really do think you should leave that man alone.
Well, he owes us, doesn't it?
No!
Yes.
Yes.
We didn't dob him in.
We could go see Skinny.
No.
Just no.
Well, what have you got? Let's all huddled together.
Well,
What
can
you
we
got?
at least get away from
Yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, like at least a little bit away.
Let's go to the Godly Tides on the southern docks. That's a nice looking establishment. Saw it on my way in.
Sure. I was better listening, but like anywhere's better than outside.
What you got?
Right. So the original numbers that we were given from Harris, is that some town planning spending, money that was from the quarry of people, I think, were not adding up. So there was something going on. Maybe I originally thought, well, maybe they were taking money from whoever the people were. If it was just code for something, but the documents I just got from going inside there would suggest the people means the quarry, the people, that the people's fund, and it looks like that not everything that is supposed to be from the people's fund is going to them. It's weird. A lot of it it's all a bit disjointed.
Is it because Aris is doing the bookkeeping?
It did
for
not
now?
help. I mean, I don't think they wanted him doing the bookkeeping. I would not be surprised if they put him on these numbers because he wouldn't have been able to figure out if they were right. That is a horrible thing to say to him, but there are just some people who are not good with numbers.
He's got family to bring up.
He was a rather eloquent gentleman last night when I saw him in the Hung Goat.
He might have a family to bring up, you guys. We have to clear his name.
Right.
He's an honorary badger.
Oh, sometimes help. But another thing that I found is a council motion that said, essentially, Doraz put up a motion saying, I don't want people gaining too much power in the city, otherwise something like Morthel will happen again. The council voted against it, meaning there is someone on that council, or even multiple people, who want that power, who want to keep that. They want to keep the control in whatever tight-knit group the council has. When, in reality, it's just not something that can happen, because, again, Morthel. If all this power is unchecked, then, well, again, Morthel. I don't even need to explain any more than that. I don't know, this is... I was not expecting to get all of this information. I mean...
Didn't have the badges on your team last time.
Starfinder, do you think this is something to do with Bear stepping down and taking gardening leave?
He was the... If I remember from my old meetings with him a while ago, he was the member who was taking care of minority groups.
Would it have suited someone for him to step down?
Absolutely. He was a genuinely nice person. When you may know a little bit about this. I first met the council my first day here. Okay, you don't. That's fair enough then. This is information you'd like to know. I first met the council, or at least some members of them, while people were just coming back into the city. Literally as soon as everything came through. And Bear was the nicest. He genuinely cared for the people. Everyone else on that council at the time, names have changed, but everyone on the council seemed in it for themselves. There was definitely that power vacuum there. And now he is off council along with, well, the Goat Man. No, something's not right.
So we've got a bit of a paper trail now. Yeah.
Yes.
Why don't we go find the Goat Man and the Bear and let's get their side of the story? And then, once we've got a little bit more information, maybe we'll be able to put a bit of a squeeze on one of the council members.
It'd be much easier to go against the entire council if we go.
Plus, they may be able to make a bit more sense of what's going on here as well. I don't know.
That is a good point, because I don't think we can keep on fiddling with all those members of the port administration.
I'm a fortune teller by trade. I am not a politician.
So maybe next time we go look for Bear and Goat Man.
It may be best to lie down for a while. We've caused a lot of trouble.
We've not caused enough trouble today.
We have caused too much trouble.
My candle burns too bright. I can't stand. I've got to perform, man.
Well, if you would like to perform, go ahead. I need to sit down somewhere, make sense of the numbers, see what they should be adding up to, and see where this leads us. But going to our two kicked off council members may be a good idea.
Okay, you do that and we'll put the feelers out for Bear and Andrew.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
And then we can go question them, speak to them, get their side, find some dirt on the council members, put the squeeze on them, maybe get a little bit of dollar, maybe not. We've potentially got a God Spear that needs picking up. We've got Skinny, voice of an angel. Don't know whether he's dodgy or not. We need to figure out what's going on in with them. And potentially we've got monsters being transported through town. I mean, we've got loads going on.
Oh.
And we haven't even been in the sewers yet.
And we haven't even been in the sewers.
I mean, between you and me, I don't think I want to go down there again anyway.
We might need to.
I mean...
What, Bear's living down there? He's a
the
tough
Goat
fella.
Man. And the Goat Man is this tiny goat.
Last thing I heard was Bear killed an angel with Kishan the Unkillable.
So if you're game for that, that's what we'll do. We'll go find the Bear, Goat Man. Has he got a name?
Andrew.
I can't go. Andrew. We'll go and find Andrew. We'll figure out why, because they're going to be able to tell us whether they got kicked off because of these things or something else. But if we show them this information, they might be a bit more looser on their lips. But we've also got to look out for Aris. Let's hope he's not fucked up somehow.
Well, the council meet in 2 days' time, 1 day time, tomorrow
Tomorrow.
evening. Tomorrow
Night.
at dusk.
You want to try and get in on that?
Well, it's either tomorrow at
You want
dusk
to
or
rattle that
8
cage
days'
straight away?
time at dusk.
I got in with the meeting with the council because I shadowed them for a bit. It was in their infancy. I can only imagine that getting in there now is going to be a lot harder, especially for civilians.
We've got 2 men on the inside.
We've got people on the inside now. We can get
We've
it.
got the most competent aide of Clem and Steph.
But I'm not going to question the logic right now. Sure, we can have a look into it, but
We don't have to rush this. We should have plenty of time, unless the next small fells are brewing.
that might be the smartest thing you've ever said. At least in my presence.
You're going to go buy them badges? I'll give you the gold.
Oh, God.
I'll give you 4 gold.
Did you?
Yeah. I said if it works, I was going to buy
Just-
you 2 badges.
Could get 4 badges for that.
Just go get the badges.
Free the badger.
Right. Anything else?
Olga, what are your thoughts?
I'm actually quite interested where you got your dust from.
What dust?
The good dust.
Is he still alert? It's gone.
You give me a good buzz, that did.
Crunchy buzz.
If you could show me where you got that from, that'd be
In all seriousness, I think we should treat this as a slow burner. I personally plan to find a job in the town, so I can hear what the town hall have to say. I think we should pursue with the lost artifact.
Yep.
Seems to be tied to a lot of things. For example, is the Halvation military force also looking for it? They are situated in the same place. I want to know.
I mean, it's been called the Staff of the Gods. I imagine that's something that anyone would want, especially if someone was looking for enough power to... It's like,
So I guess if
Muscle
we
in on us. and
if
our
we
council
start-
business.
And it'll get us in with Skinny.
and if we can find out who else is after it, then perhaps it will bring us closer to who is trying to take over the council. Or rule it to the effect to their own.
Yeah.
glories.
I'm sure if we walk around town saying I've got a spear of God, that might cause a lot of pull in a lot of areas. I think if we're going to venture out though, we're going to need some more guys.
Pretty sure that's what Iris said to
Yeah.
Steph last night.
I'm pretty sure we took on an ogre on our own.
We didn't.
No. we took an ogre out on our own. The badger had it under control.
We struggled to woo
we've-
one woman.
No, we basically.
What did we? We did.
No, we took the council down. The council, the dominoes are in line. We've just knocked the first one over. Not bad going for a single day with
Listen,
living the badgers.
if Sargonic was in our favour, we might have 3 members in the council, as in the building.
So what's the plan? We're going for Spear or we're going for Bear and Andrew?
just let's take some time to decompress.
I reckon spear.
Why don't we recruit Bear and Andrew to go for the Spear?
They won't go for it.
Bear might.
Bear might. Especially if he's gone to pursue his own things.
I mean, he cares for minorities. You don't get much more minorities diverse than this ragtag bunch of badgers and flins.
Yeah, well, I think then that's what we'll do. We'll just combine the two, go for the spear, and then if anybody potentially joins or gets in the way, we can question them on the way there. get more info.
Find out who they are working for.
Yeah.
Paying them.
All right. Well, it sounds to me like you've got a whole bunch of things you could potentially look at. We're at past 10:30, so it's an on-time finish tonight.
Whee!
Look at that.
Cool, aren't they?
A whole bunch of things to look at. So there's Spear of the Gods, who's messing with the council, what happened with Andro and the bear.
Yeah.
Will you ever get your badges?
Well, he's got the money for it.
What's going to happen with Aris and Steph?
Yeah.
What happened with Aris and Steph?
Yeah. Obviously something going on in the council. So you pull on a whole bunch of threads, a whole bunch of things to investigate.
Political intrigue, yay.
Not bad for an episode in the sewers.
Wow.
I'm dragged.
Yeah,
Think how Jamie is. He's planned an episode in the sewers.
Oh, you don't know how complex my planning is.
But did it go to the part